Force, cut your like a fish and spill your sauce. Kill the track with no remorse. Spit those bars till I get hoarse. Break his face like I'm the man. It's no fact that I'm the man. Want my tracks on high demand. Smack your face with a cheap pen. Stick your throat with the guillotine. One man army with a team. Wanna scheme in your dream. Cannot run that laser beam. Niggas never had that block on lock. All that bullshit needs to stop. All you do is lie a lot. I had sacks right in my sock. What you do is search for a purse. Pop them shits like they all search. Put a grenade in your wife's purse. Top of the grade on this nice verse. Hit you with that Novocaine. All you had yourself to blame. Most these rappers have no shame. Welcome to my hall of pain. Bumming now, so don't get better. Don't want that shit on my sweater. Go gorilla for that cheddar. Don't be a victim, just get better. Bumming now, so don't get better. Don't want that shit on my sweater. Go gorilla for that cheddar. Don't be a victim, just get better. Break your feet in your face. Kill that beat, don't leave a trace. Hopefully don't catch a case. Opposition isn't safe. Bomber that is mad as fuck. Got it locked like Attica. Fuckery, I had enough. Growing up, I had it rough. But my family held it down. Let me get a couple rounds. Toast to my dudes at Ghost Town. Charlatans is not around. Zap the taste right out your face. Every day I paper chase. Have the safe at mother base. Use a waste of the human race. Shout come boss. Got my rivals seeing stars. Not celebrities retard. Hit in the dark, throwing darts. Now you know the consequences. Niggas run away and hopping fences. Got it from the mud deep in the trenches. This track slaps hard, knock him senseless. Bumming now, so don't get better. Don't want that shit on my sweater. Go gorilla for that cheddar. Don't be a victim, just get better. Bumming now, so don't get better. Don't want that shit on my sweater. Go gorilla for that cheddar. Don't be a victim, just get better. Pop, there goes your top. Pop, there goes your top. Pop, there goes your top. This bumper clock will never stop. Now pop, there goes your top. Pop, there goes your top. Pop, there goes your top. This bumper clock will never stop. It's party time. 1 2 1 2. Beach break. Break at the beach. What to do though? Council Roundtable, sign that back in. Once again, can you comprehend, my friends? Starting it off with the tag team matches, the Callis family versus my dude Ospreay and Hangman. Open up the floodgates early. Come on to the party. I wish they would have gave this dude the walking weapon to tell him, cut a promo and explain why did you want to join the Don Callis family. You know, like give him some depth to his character. This is the thing that AEW just doesn't understand. It's like give us something to sink our teeth into. People, a lot of these promotions don't understand. Like, I swear, it could be the most smallest thing, and it could go real far. The littlest nugget you'll give us, like, hey, this is the reason why I'm doing this and doing that. There's a little reason. Oh, you know what I mean? Nothing too intricate, nothing too crazy. And it'll work. You don't insult people's intelligence. You put a good match behind that little story, and it just grows. Pause. Because once you plant that seed, you just keep watering it, and it will grow. Damn. But yeah, we sending it off. You know what I'm saying? Takeshita and Ospreay, I mean, they over here, you know, grappling, doing a little wrestling, you know, feeling each other out, pause, see what they got going on. Ooh, elbow to the face of Takeshita.
I'm slipped to the ropes. Takeshita reverses it. Oh, they trying to pick up some speed already. Going through some wrestling transitions here. Okay. Takeshita ducks a revolving kick. Takeshita telling this dude, you got it, Ospreay, you got it. Okay, okay. Let's reset this. Let's reset this. Bring Alexander up in here to walking weapon. Yeah, let's bring him up in here, Let's slow it down a little bit. Shouts go out to the ladies. I see GM and Tati, they live over there. Shouts go out to them. Okay, here comes Josh Alexander and Ospreay, locking in. They locking in right now. Oh, Josh Alexander with the dirty tactics already. Already with the dirty tactics. Ospreay to the ropes. Ducks the clothesline. He does another clothesline. Ospreay with the Hurricanrana. I wonder if they ever fought before. Josh Alexander and this dude Ospreay. Boot to the face. Flapjack on Ospreay. Alexander telling this dude to slow it down, doing too much. Hold on, I gotta let people know on X that we live. Follow us on X also, B. We got the round table on X. We posting content over there also. Let me post this over here real quick. Bada boom! There you go. Shouts go out to everybody that's on the Facebook side. Shouts go out to everybody on my fan page. Been getting a lot of love from the fan page. Appreciate that. And of course, X. Much love to all of y'all. Streaming all over the place. Streaming there, streaming over there. And always remember, on the uploads, make sure you comment. Like the comments is the lifeblood of the uploads. Also, B. I definitely appreciate y'all hitting the thumbs up, Hacksaw Jim Duggan style. But we need some comments on them uploads. You know what I'm saying? Let people know, like, okay, let me see what these dudes got going on. Fall away slam from Hangman and the kip up. Hangman starting to feel it. Checking out both to. He almost slipped off the apron, but he caught his foot in. Moonsault off the ring apron on Alexander. Hangman on his cowboy-ish. Death Valley driver on Takeshita. Kick out at 2. Okay. My dude Hangman in this damn hairdo. It's starting to grow back a little bit, though. Pause. Takesha's been ducking some. Okay. Elbow. Takesha and Hangman trading elbows right here. Hangman looking for a tombstone power driver. Takesha reverses the tombstone power driver. Struggles to lift up Hangman, but still ends up lifting him anyway. Hangman reverses it. I trips him to the ropes. Ducks the lariat. Oh, pop-up sit-down powerbomb on Takeshita. Okay. Hangman looking a little sloppy tonight. I'm not gonna lie. He a little out of the sorts, as you may. Okay. Double Irish whip on Takeshita. Double shoulder tackle. Okay. Seeing some tag team maneuvers from Osprey and Hangman. Osprey tried to catch him with a shooting star press to and pin him afterwards, but Takeshita kicks out. And he's looking at Hangman like, what are you doing? He's like, my dude, what was supposed to do? He had to leave out the ring. He's not the legal man anymore. Knife edge top on Takeshita. Takeshita getting his ass whipped low key around right about now. Like, and Hangman Page and this dude, Hang, oh, spoke too soon. I was about to say Hangman and Osprey was actually having a nice little tag team going on, a little connection going on there. Pause. But they started arguing a little bit. Ooh, the walking weapon with a cross body through the bottom ropes. Uh, Takeshita takes out both Hangman and Osprey. About time he put in some offense. They're doing the picture in picture for collision. Motherfucking collision. Mm-mm. Like, I want to watch it. I ain't gonna lie, I do, but it just be too much going on. And then I'll be with you guys during around that time when Collision's playing. I forgot what time it plays, but I'll be here with the gaming content, and which I will be doing this Saturday, maybe Friday night also. Who knows what may happen? Because I see that the Capcom Collection Part 2 that's coming out on Friday. And oh man, I can't fucking wait. Like for those out there that don't know, I'm a big Capcom guy. I love Capcom. Like I know Capcom had they bum outs as of late when it comes to you know um certain games, shit, even certain movies here and there. But them revamping shit and like remastering shit, like you got the Capcom collections, it's genius. Cause their library is so vast, they could do that. You know what I mean? And you know, migrate them to like PS4, PS5, and make shit look better. Put some new features in there. Oh, here we go. Knife edge chops. What the hell is Takeshi doing? What the hell was that? What was that? That was weird. It looked like Takeshi was trying to pull on this dude Hangman's bed and wrap it around the top rope. Like he don't even have a beard. It just looked weird, that transition right there. Elbow to Hangman. They're outside the ring right now, Takeshi got Hangman outside the ring, catching him with some elbow shots. That was a real weird miscommunication right there. And what the fuck is Osprey? What the fuck? How the fuck Osprey get on the floor? What the what did I miss? Okay, this dude Josh Alexander working on the elbow. BK, have it yo. I ain't gonna hold you. The Burger King around my way, that shit low key good. Like I know motherfuckers like, oh, you're not supposed to be eating that mess, but it's something different. Like the BK around here, the Burger King around here, that shit hit different. They really do. Like it's fresh off the grill. Fries fresh, burgers fresh. If anything, I ain't gonna lie, I'll eat their breakfast more than their lunch. Let me remind the guys that I'm live. They probably forgot. They probably at work. Oh, why is Josh Alexander slapping Hangman? You sure you want to do that? Yeah, like what did you expect? Now this dude is wigging with the elbows. Oh, nice counter. This dude Hangman tried to gut kick Josh Alexander and he countered it into an ankle lock. That was smooth. Here comes Osprey. Osprey feeling it. Irish whip. Counter from the Irish whip. Osprey with the flying elbow on this dude. Here we go. Takeshi's back. Gut kick on Osprey. Double Irish whip. I know what's coming. Pause. I know what's gonna happen. Here we go. 2 for 1 with the cartwheel kick. 360 spiral spinning standing moonsault thingy. Let's go, bruv. Hey. Enziguri on Josh Alexander. Big boot from Takeshita. Okay, now they starting to pick up the speed. You see, they about to start picking up the speed now. And he got what he do though. Who what? Yeah, it was good ballet. Phenomenal forearm on Alexander. Alexander kicks out. I ain't gonna lie, like I expect them to start speeding up the match now. It's about that time. It feels like they're not trying to go to that next gear. Elbow. Okay, here we go. They exchanging elbows. Alexander and Osprey exchanging elbows. Knife edge chop on Alexander. Irish whip to the ropes. Yo, dad, this dude's counting on every single Irish whip. Oh, oh my goodness. Caught him with a tilt-a-whirl bomb. It was like a reverse standing F5. The food comment I made. Oh, with the Burger King, yeah, I was saying like the Burger King around here where I'm at, that shit hit different. Like you could taste how fresh it is. Like I know I'm not supposed to be eating that stuff. I already don't eat that stuff like every single day, but when I do eat it, it should be good. And if anything, I'll eat the breakfast. I'll eat the breakfast more than I eat the lunch. That they got this breakfast burrito. That should be busting. Oh, finally seen a suplex from Alexander. That's like his first suplex the whole fucking match. Running big boot on Osprey into a German, into another German on Alexander. Oh, he locked the hips. Oh my goodness. Double elbows to Osprey after the German. But he kicks out after two. Right. Like I really like the it's called like the Whopperito, I think it's called, or something like that. But their breakfast burritos is good as fuck. Oh, reverse dragon Rana on this dude, Cody Cutter on Takesta. Another Cody Cutter on Alexander. But Alexander kicks out the pin. Where the fuck is Hangman? Oh, I love Wendy's. I love Wendy's. Baconator, all that fly shit. Only get like one thing from Wendy's. Oh, these dudes are so stupid. Really? They lost. Oh, reverse off the dip. Wow. So Alexander ducked the hidden blade, and this dude Osprey just stopped right before he hit this dude Hangman by accident with the hidden blade. Elbow to the neck. What's wrap? Oh, oh my goodness. I now Don Callis family. Y'all should not be losing this match. Hidden blade with the buckshot lariat. Jesus Christ. That was mean. How you catch him with the buckshot lariat and the hidden blade at the same fucking time? That was crazy. But that's ridiculous though. Like I think the Don Callis family should have won that one. They should have won that match. And let's really be real. This dude Alexander starting to look like a real bum now. Has he won a match yet since he came to AEW? We still don't know why the fuck he's joined the Don Callis family. My dude went to the Don Callis family to be a bum. Like we supposed to take these dudes serious. Y'all can't even beat a tag team that don't even get along. A makeshift tag team at that. Right. Takesha's like, fuck that shit. Oh God, dragon suplex on him though. They can't coexist, pal. But that was stupid at Hangman. Why would you sit there and grab Osprey like that, knowing y'all in the heat of battle? Of course he's gonna swing off. His back is turned and you grabbed him by the shoulder. That wasn't smart. That was stupid. You,
Yo,
we got a bleeder over here. Osprey bleeding from the nose.
Oh, there's Alicia. I barely recognized her with the blonde hair. I definitely prefer her as a brunette.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm behind. I keep forgetting.
I'm
But what's going on? How you feeling?
good. I'm good. Just a chill Wednesday.
That's good. That's good. My bad, y'all in the chat. Like I'm thinking I'm fucking broadcasting live, but it's all good. It could be for anybody that watches the upload. I'm on my more Ronaldo shit over here.
Oh, we got a Sammy cameo. He's back on Dynamite. That's nice.
Who? Sammy?
Sammy. Yeah, Sammy.
What's Sammy?
Guevara.
Oh, Sammy Guevara. Oh shit, let me find out.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the. Yeah, you said I'm ahead of you. I like the hidden blade buckshot combo. That was a
That
cool
was
finish.
crazy. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Ricochet versus Zach Gowen. This is like so random. I do like the jacket Ricochet has when he comes out. It's like a Street Fighter character. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it gave him another layer to his character. People's not liking the whole like him being a comedy character, like because he's bald and they keep slapping his head. People's not liking that.
I think it's great.
I'm over here
He's
with
working. He's working on his one weakness. Like nobody can deny he can go. He just didn't really have a character. That's what he's doing in AEW.
and I could definitely appreciate that.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen Zach wrestle in years.
me neither. I'm up to this part though with Top Flight cutting the promo. That's what I'm up to.
Yeah, they
So I'm
got
not.
Layla.
Oh, so I'm not too far. I'm not too far behind because here goes Sammy and Dusty right now.
Why does Zach have the crutches? You don't need those, bro.
Shit, he didn't even have crutches in WWE. He had a cane.
Yeah. Didn't Brock kill him in front of his mom? I remember that pretty
Hell yeah, that was like the highlight of his career.
good. Yeah, I remember. Wasn't there a dude in TNA that also had one leg? I think the Dudleys trained him.
Yeah. Damn, what's his name again?
I can't think of his name.
It was a soldier dude. He
Yeah. It was a soldier.
not Hernandez. He was Spanish though.
Yeah. You ever have like those random moments where just a random like tag team that you haven't thought about in years just pops up in your head? Guess what team popped up in my head today?
Who?
Ink Inc. Remember Ink
Oh
Inc?
God. Why you made me
Hey,
remember them?
they were over.
Because they look different at the time.
Yeah, they
I,
did.
I'll say that they definitely look different. The mohawks and all the tattoos. I think they won the tag team belts, didn't they?
They may have. I honestly don't
For like a
remember.
short period of time.
They probably did.
Oh, but Henny I definitely heard that cipher. With Absol, Big Sean, and Joey Badass. That shit was beautiful. I've
This
been
is all
saying
I'll
for a
say about.
minute, motherfuckers been sleeping on Big Sean big time. Like Big Sean got bars.
All I got to say today, because this is not a show, this is a live stream. Um, anyone out there on social media today looking up information about Diddy, my only advice is make sure you're not eating. Today was something else.
Oh, something happened today?
Yeah, I don't want to get you demonetized. I can't even say it on stream.
Well, try to find safe words or something.
Mhm. Here's your safe word. Drip, drip, drip.
Oh, well, him urinating. Oh, it was him and somebody else urinating and on her and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's the PG part. As fucked up as that is.
You heard it went like it was all in her mouth and everything.
There was
Like
some far worse stuff.
like I heard it had got to the point where her throat was burning because they kept doing it so much, like psychotic type shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Zach Gowen looks like a grown ass man. Ain't that something? That's how you know we getting old.
Yeah.
The Benny Hill ball head slaps.
Yeah, he still looks good. Pause.
Yeah, if anything, he just put on some. He just put on some weight. You know what I mean? That's good because he was skinny as fuck from before. You know who he low key looked like? What's his dude name again? The one with no chin. That was with Carmella.
What, Enzo?
Nah. Remember when
Oh, that guy. That Ellsworth.
Ellsworth? Yeah, he
Yeah,
he
yeah.
looked like, especially with that hairstyle. Oh man. Who'd have thought we would have seen Zach Gowen on TV again? For those out there that don't know Zach Gowen is a one-legged wrestler. For anybody that watched the upload, they don't know who Zach Gowen is. And this one-legged wrestler, which was a kid at the time, had beef with Brock Lesnar. Yes, Brock Lesnar.
Fucking Lesnar threw him off like a bunch of stairs and was laughing like a Mortal Kombat character after fatality.
Yeah, remember every time he did a power move on Zach, he would go right in front of his mom's and laugh at her and shit. But his mom's was scared. His mom's was cursing him out and all that shit. His mom's definitely
2000s,
sold it.
2000s Coke was something else, man.
Shit, that's when the Mollies and all that was.
I think the most brutal beatdown I've ever seen to this day was that time when Eddie went heel and he beat down Ray. He like tore off half his mask, had him looking like Toby off Spider-Man 2002. Gave him a brain buster on the
On the
steel
steel
chair.
steps. Yeah.
Had the kids
Brutal.
crying. Had the kids crying like it was a funeral.
Anubis? Oh my God, Anubis in the building. Yeah, like I said, check out Anubis' channel, B. He just be vibing, chilling. Sometimes he'll just walk, you be walking to work, he'll turn the camera on and just talk about any and everything. So check out Anubis. She got like over 3,000 subs too, so he killing it over there.
Oh, good shit. Good shit.
Yeah, we here. We here for the beach break, you know what I'm saying? We over here at the beach. Make sure you bring a cooler full of beer. I like Coronas.
That was the funniest thing. Well, it wasn't that funny, but I remember when COVID first hit, the stock for Corona beer was like at an all-time low.
Really?
Why?
I ain't know that.
Yeah.
Why though?
The name, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Yo, as a matter of fact, you just reminded me. I seen a meme like that saying, "But oh, that's what started the coronavirus because motherfuckers drinking Coronas." I'm like, get a grip.
Actually, the Corona shit only popped off after Popeyes did the chicken sandwich. I'm just saying.
Nothing could be crazier than the fucking Popeyes chicken sandwich. Like niggas really losing their life over a mid chicken sandwich. I could make a better Popeye chicken sandwich from home. Make my own sauce and all that. Pause. Speaking of, for those out there that don't
never
know, I
had.
got that food porn and shit, and got that food porn on Monday Night Munchies. I'm gonna make a whole playlist of all the eats, all the good eats. I'm gonna make a playlist for the food porn.
Ooh, Zach just whacked Ricochet with his own leg.
Yo, this
I have to
dude
say,
fired him up. This dude, you remember the dude I was telling you about, from New World Wrestling Order?
I remember.
That dark skinned dude. He got a video out flaming this dude, Ricochet, over
Oh
the
yeah.
you see
Yeah,
that
after
video?
you told me what you said, I removed him from my recommended.
Who? The dude from New Wrestling World Order?
Yeah, you remember you were telling me how toxic he is and all that.
I didn't say that about him.
Who are you talking about then? Was that somebody else?
You talking about this fucking weirdo? What's his name again? Damn, you made me forget his damn name. Oh, Millennial Smog.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see. I got them confused. They have
Yeah,
very similar thumbnails. That's what it is. I must have blocked the other one. I'll unblock them then.
yeah, because he probably used the same shit, the same font or whatever that or the same
Yeah.
program that he does. Nah, but the new world wrestling dude, he be having some good content. I think he's from Brooklyn.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not.
cool.
He from somewhere in New York.
That's the one who went off on Dewey, right?
Right, him. How he had the golden scissors? He said, "Psych." I know this dude's not about to lose to Zach Gowen. I was about to say, really, Rick is. He's struggling though. You struggling against Zach Gowen, Ricochet. What are we doing? Nah, but that dude, I think his name is Dietrich, some name like that. He's been he had did a video cooking this dude Ricochet over the back and forth tweets with him and Javante.
Why? He didn't do anything
Javon
wrong.
Evans.
I thought Javon looked bad more than anything.
he was like, I don't know if you should be calling him a crackhead because God forbid you end up losing your job. You're gonna be asking that crackhead for a job.
Yeah, to me, exactly. Like, first of all, like I don't know who the Javon Evans kid is because I don't watch NXT. Like
He's cool. He's just
I don't know
young.
why I don't know why you're attacking Ricochet for working in front of 3,000 people. Like you work in front of less than that every week on NXT, my guy.
Yeah,
The
that made him
NXT
sound
arena,
goofy.
yeah,
It did
that
make him
NXT
sound
arena is
goofy.
like what 300 tops. Full Sail had more people, and then like you just said, why would you attack the quote unquote crackhead like literally a week after a bunch of people, including folks from NXT, got fired? So that means if you get fired, you just burn the bridge, my dude. Like what? I know you're nothing, but come on,
Yeah.
not very smart.
Black Saw, what it do though?
Nothing much, man. How you been?
Today was a decent day. I can't complain. I'm just pumped because Friday, Capcom Collection Classics Part 2 is coming out on Friday. I can't wait for that, so I'm stoked.
Yo, Tough, you good?
Yeah, rest in peace to Mortal Kombat 1. It got whacked real quick.
I didn't even get to play that shit yet, too. Like, motherfuckers was like, the storyline is pretty good, but that was it. Everything else is trash.
Like, they came out with the definitive collection, I think, today, right?
Yeah, the Ed Boon guy, the creator, he had to deactivate his Twitter because people were just harassing him all day. Because he had made a comment a couple of years ago where he said that Mortal Kombat 1 was going to be different because compared to other fighting games, Mortal Kombat games, they don't really have that long of a lifespan. They don't really do the post-game thing. They usually release and say, I'm just spitballing here. They'll release a Mortal Kombat game in, like, say, 2014, Next one comes in like 2016. So, but Ed was pretty confident that Mortal Kombat 1 was going to be like a game that they could milk for a bit, DLC, postseason content, and all that. But apparently, from what I saw, the game didn't bomb or anything. It didn't flop, but it basically didn't make the amount of money that they thought it was going to make. It didn't make enough, basically.
Yeah.
And the report I read
So
was
it did
that
bomb.
they're
Then.
going to. What's that?
So it did bomb. Then they consider that a bomb.
Not massively, but it bombed.
Yeah, it didn't make the report I saw was that it didn't make the amount that they were hoping it would. It's like top 15 selling games still right now, but it's not like, I guess, top 5. The report I read also is that they're going to put Mortal Kombat on the back burner and they're going to focus more on Injustice. They want to go back to that. So
I like
Injustice. Toph, real quick, like, is the Definitive Collection going to get a disc release, or is it's only going to be on?
It should be a disc release.
I don't know, man. A lot of shit is digital nowadays. They rarely be having physicals like that. That's why they keep closing down GameStops here and there, because physicals is about to be a thing of the past.
Like base games get disc release. I know that.
That Switch 2 game card thing is really convoluted. I'm not feeling that shit at all.
Yo, hold on. You see that? You see Bobby Lashley's shirt? Bobby Lashley's shirt got a thumbs down on it.
He's petty.
No, but real quick, something hit me the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Like notice how people are talking about. We're not necessarily talking about, but like there is like rumblings of who the third person is going to be in like Cena's group.
Cena's group?
Yeah.
What group does Cena have?
Well, him, The Rock, Travis Scott, like that little Hollywood group.
Who the fuck is talking about them?
Well, I mean, like, that's what I'm hearing in WWE circles.
It's over, bro. They
ain't nobody. Yeah, they moved on from that. Stop listening to fucking what's that dude name? Stop listening to them bullshit ass podcasts, my nigga, feeding you bullshit information.
No, not Sean View, because like Sean View goes way off the fucking reservation.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, Sean's View. Like, please don't listen to that. But he don't know what the fuck he be talking about.
Yeah, that dude Sean Views be like, "Yo, fucking Owen's gonna be in the Rumble next year." Fucking
yeah. And he do the clickbait shit now. Like he do the clickbait shit. Like you put wrestler just died today, and then a casual be like, "Yo, what wrestler died today?" And then they'll click on the video, and they'll be like,
that he named somebody that died in 1975.
And then when you address it like, "Yo, who died today? What are you talking about? Nobody died today. Why are you clickbaiting?" People like, "Oh, why don't you go call the cops then?" I'm like, "Oh, this dude is retarded."
Nah, but like I was watching the contract signing between Joe Hendry and Trick Williams.
Who's that?
Last night.
That was yesterday?
Yeah. That was like at the very end of NXT.
Yeah.
And like Trick says something that kind of hit me. Like he called himself Hollywood Trick because he's on that show All American.
Oh, he is? Okay. Yeah. I thought All American was done. What season are they up to now? No, the third, fourth season?
Think so. Like he was on.
My lady, she be watching that show.
He was on like All American. That's why I'm like, wait a minute. And like I watched a back episode of NXT because I because I have back shows taped on my YouTube TV. They were like, "Oh yeah, Cena did talk to Trick." I was like, "Huh."
I know you was right about the Jeff Cobb shit, but no. Pack it up, B.
Like,
He's not gonna
like,
be in. Cena's not gonna be in no stable. Like they already established that shit. Because when's the last time you seen Travis Scott, let alone The Rock?
well, last time we saw Travis Scott was Mania. Next time we're gonna see him is at SummerSlam.
No, last time we seen him was at Mania. What was that, April?
Yeah,
April 20th or 21st, I should say.
later. We haven't seen The Rock since the Chamber.
They said he's training Travis Scott. This dude, I guess he's training.
Watch your face, Bad Bunny.
I won't be surprised. Why are they doing this at Top Flight? Yo, Ballet, why are they doing this at Top Flight? Yo, this is child abuse.
Hey man, at least Layla's.
So then MJF in?
And that's
Yeah,
like
so
MJF in? Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
They spoke to him backstage, but that's it. And right now they're having a match. They're having a match with Top Flight. Ballet's not feeling this shit.
She don't like black on black crime.
Oh, it's time to go home. When Shelton Benjamin does these release Germans, it's time to go home.
The schedule came out today. The NFL schedule.
Yeah, I heard the ESPN that hit your phone, or you watching it on TV.
I just hit my phone.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah. Yeah, man. I see the next man 3-1 against Boston.
Like I joked on King Leo's stream. I said that if the Knicks somehow blow this lead, then we're gonna need an APB.
I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised. I swear to God, I won't.
Oh, we got a rare Sammy appearance again. Nice.
Who?
Oh, Guevara. Sorry, I got to clarify.
Guevara, yeah.
There's so many Sammys now.
I wonder how. Oh!
Somebody died.
Standard of excellence. This dude Shelton Benjamin is dumbing on these dudes. But who's shorty with Top Flight though? Who's that?
I told you that's Layla, bro. I said it like 3 times.
That ain't no damn Layla. You see?
That is Layla Gray. That's her name. Layla Gray.
Oh, I'm thinking you're talking about Layla from WWE and shit.
I wish.
we all do.
Layla looks good. I saw her at the Hall of Fame. She looks good. Still. I saw her during Michelle's speech.
They packed up. Fire up the jet, y'all.
Great way to bury Private Party. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Yeah, fuck those jobbers you just killed. Good job, Justin.
Oh, God. Their name ain't the Crew. Their name is the Boo. Boo the mother. And I love Leon Rush. I really do.
Yeah, I see. Notice Bobby's face. He's trying his hardest not to laugh his ass off when he sees Leo.
It's like, what the fuck?
The sad part is that all these tag teams deserve better. Like, you're pushing the Hurt Syndicate. That's good. But shouldn't you push a team that could possibly beat them?
Yo, is that Adrian?
Every single Texas ass.
That's Adrian Brown. Is that Adrian Brown over there?
He fucking sucks.
Yeah, he does.
The crowd is chanting, "Shut the fuck up," at Leo. I like the tag team name though,
But-
Crew. Kind of a hard name, too hard for you, Leo, but I'll go with it.
Actually,
Like,
it
but shouldn't
reminds
you
me,
push other tag
especially
teams
how they.
other-
Hold on, give me a second. Like especially
Okay.
when it comes to how they spell the name, it reminds me of this rap group from the Bronx. Like they was around like what in '99 or
Yeah,
year
that's kinda
2000. Yeah, Crew. Their name was Crew. CRU.
Like, but shouldn't you push other tag teams other than the Syndicate though?
Now I feel you on that though. That's what I was like. They gotta have another team to look as dominant as them. Like, cause it's like, where is this going? We can't say it's gonna be them against FTR because FTR is heels now. So it's like, who's strong enough to go up against the Hurt Syndicate?
Like I
You
thought
said you
that it was
stupid son of a bitch.
Oh, I'll turn it down. Sorry.
like a good team to push would have been Powerhouse Hobbs and Joe.
Ooh,
But I don't think
I
they're
could
going in that
definitely see
direction.
that.
I think I don't know what they call themselves, but I think Brody and Buddy could be a believable threat if they're
Too many
are pushed
losses.
to-
Was it the Hellhounds? I think it's the Hellhounds.
Yeah.
I like that name.
Too many losses though. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
but Brody is like, I don't know why they doing this. Dude is super duper over. Like, I'm telling you, they got that booker mentality from WWE. Oh, you like him, so we're gonna keep making him lose.
Nah. Tony Khan did that all by himself. They didn't pick that shit up from WWE. WWE picked that shit up from them.
That's cap.
Okay,
Shit,
the
look
MJF
at
segment.
Rusev Day. Remember Rusev when Rusev was popping Rusev Day? What they have? They put him on a fucking losing streak.
Oh, yeah, true. Nah, but Toph, you're right. That shit ain't Rusev. That shit's Miro.
It is.
It is.
I hear him talking.
You know,
It is.
I hear
it's
Miro.
fucking stupid. Like just the way he presents himself, he's Miro. Because as Miro, he comes out like, okay, his music plays, and he does like the quick pace, then he stops, then he does like the "Arr!" like he's a fucking dog, and then he's got on like the fucking like I'm in Oz shorts, like he's Boyaka. Like he's not
Right.
Rusev. Like Rusev was a lot slower and more methodical with how he moved. Miro was like way more intense. And as I understand it, they even gave him they actually said, yo, you can go by Miro if you want. He's like, nah, I'm going to go by Rusev because it's a cooler name. No, it's not. Miro is a much cooler name. Like, whatever.
It
I don't
really
give a fuck
is.
anymore, bro. I don't care.
And I don't
Miro-
like the whole close up on his lips shit. That shit made me cringe a little bit. Like, yo, why
Miro,
you doing a close
that's
up on his lips?
That's his actual name, Miro.
Right.
It is, yeah.
That's
It's
his
a way
real
cooler
life
name. But it's fine. It's whatever. He's in there. And he's killing. Not being mean or anything. He's killing people who just are just not of any significance. He's killing. Tozawa and Otis, and he's gonna face Sheamus. Like that's all well and good. That's fine because that's what he did in AEW. But what happens when Triple H is like, "Hey man, I need for you to go out there and make Braun look good. Hey, I need for you to go out there and I need for you to put over this new guy. We need you to put over Finney. What happened?
I'm going home.
Right.
I'm
what
going
happens?
home and
He
I'm
gets
staying
drafted to
home.
SmackDown, and he said, "Oh, by the way, we need you to put over Jacob. We need for you to put over Knight because if he pulls that same shit again, all you people who are talking shit about AEW, I want y'all to. I want an apology,
Hold
and I want my
Black Star.
paycheck.
Damn, dude, Black Star stay cutting niggas off. Stop doing that.
I'm sorry.
Anyways,
I'm done.
nah, you good. So look, Black Star always like, damn, let motherfuckers land their plane. Anyways,
Yeah, like sometimes I jump ahead.
I get it, but
Yeah.
chill, my nigga. You're gonna get a chance to talk. I want to address this real quick though, before I get to the Miro situation. I'm here for the Superman movie though, Ballet. I'm not gonna hold you. It do look better than the other ones that they did from before. Because they got Crypto when they remember Crypto, you know what I'm saying? The dog. I'm here for that. Now, going back to the Miro shit, is like, yeah, I definitely agree with you when it comes to him putting over this young talent and all that shit. It just gotta make sense. And I was on that type of time too at from before with Darby. You know, like he was wrong for that because he could have lost to Darby and he would have been fine. People wouldn't have looked at him like, oh, you're not, you know what I mean, you're not a redeemer no more. You lost to Darby Allin. Nah, you'd have been all right. Now, a couple of losses, 3 losses, then I'll be looking at like, I now, motherfucker.
Remember, he lost like twice. His whole run. He lost like 2 times.
He was very well protected.
Yeah, he was more protected than Kenny, MJF, Mox, Swerve. Like, what more do you want?
Like, but wouldn't you think that he's right, though? I mean, Darby of all people?
No. And it wasn't Darby. He was going to lose to Orange.
It was Orange Cassidy. Yeah, my bad.
Right.
That's even worse.
No, it's not
That's
worse.
Even worse.
It's not worse because for better or worse, Orange is one of the most over guys in AEW. He's also one of the biggest merch sellers. Like, for instance, Jey Uso. Many people, like, we like Jey. We like Jey. But a lot of people don't like Jey. They think he sucks. They think he can't go in the ring. They think he's just a catchphrase. And whether you agree with that or not agree with it, Jey is one of the biggest merch sellers in the company. There's no shame if you're a Logan Paul or an Austin Theory. Like, if you're an expendable person that can take a loss, there's no harm in going in there and losing to Jey. You're going to get paid. You're losing to a top guy. You can think he's shit, but you're still losing to a top guy. To the WWE audience, they view Jey as a top guy. To the AEW audience, they view Orange as a top guy. Like, it's fine. He would have went in there, had a match with Orange. He would have killed him.
By the way, Kenny, you ain't shit.
Orange would have hit him with the orange punch, whatever. It would have been like, we've seen it before. He would have beat the fuck out of Orange for like 15 to 20 minutes, and then Orange would have put him like in a small package or something. And he would have beat him like a fluke victory. That's exactly what happened. And then Miro would have killed him, and they would have just gone on as if nothing happened. So it's like, who the fuck are you to tell a booker that doesn't work for you, brother? You're not Hogan. Anyway, it's all good.
By the way, Kenny, you ain't shit.
Like I said, it's all fine. He can go in there and he can have inconsequential matches with, lower tier guys. But at some point in WWE, he's going to get in the ring with a Braun Breaker, a Fatu, a Carmelo Hayes, an Obafemi.
I think when it comes to them, I think he'll do the job because it'll look more legitimate. Like if he was to lose to a Sheamus, I don't think he'd mind doing a job for a Sheamus because it looks more legitimate than him losing to Orange Cassidy. I'm not saying he was right for not doing business. I'm not gonna say he was right, but I will figure that he would rather lose to a Sheamus than the Orange Cassidy.
Anyway, here's
by the way, Sandman.
What's up?
By the way, Sandman, your team's going to Brazil.
Who won the Knicks?
Week 1. No, the Chiefs.
Oh, for what?
They're playing the Chargers week 1.
Oh, that's right, B Chiefs. I remember the first time when these dudes won the championship out here. This was like my second year out here. It was bananas. I mean, bananas. I used to live around this bar called Tanner's. Man, all you see was nothing but red. The bar was lit. People was driving by, honking their horns. Like when it comes to Chief Pride out here, that Red Kingdom out here, they rep that shit hard out here. Pause. Okay. Here go to MJF, the MJF segment. I don't think Cedric Alexander's going to show up. I don't think he's going to show up tonight.
If he shows up, it's going to be at All In.
See, like, if they didn't have that tag team match with Top Flight, then I would have been like, yeah, he's gonna show up. But since they had that tag team match, I don't think he's gonna show up. Damn, Henny got
Why kill? Why
hitting
kill
hard. He
Top
hitting
Flight?
hard over here.
Bobby gave him the
Why
thumbs
kill-
up. Let's go.
So
Bobby
why
gave
with
him
a
the thumbs
thumbs
up?
down shirt? He did beat the shit out of Top Flight though.
So Bobby just went to see him hurt somebody.
He beat the
No
shit out
problem.
of Top Flight.
Bobby is trying his hardest not to laugh his ass off. This is great.
Yo, Shelton Benjamin, son. Shelton Benjamin, he ready. About to line him up. He's like, I like you and all, but Bobby's my brother.
Do you give him the thumbs up?
He's struggling with it. He's struggling with the thumb. He's struggling with the thumb while this dude is planted. Benjamin was planted. He was about to. Whoo! He was about to knock his head clean. Pause.
I like the story. The part about the story I like is that I don't really know where it's going. No one does. That's good. We need more stories like that in wrestling. The only negative critique, and I'm going to assume this is going to be addressed at some point, is like MJF is a former world champion. So when you really think about it, it should be the other way around. It should be the Hurt Syndicate trying to get MJF to join, not MJF trying to join them.
I'm glad. See that? Come on with it, Toph. Come on, go ahead.
Yeah, that part is dumb, but I'm going to assume that's going to be addressed once he's like officially in as a group. Because I know Cedric's coming in, and there's definitely going to be a story there.
What you gonna say, Black Saw? Go ahead.
Like, it's most likely going to be all in. The Cedric shows up. Like, it's not going to be during a random Dynamite. Because if it is, then what the fuck are you doing, Tony?
This is basically what.
Hold on, Tobe. I'll even say this. Remember when this dude was saying, "Oh, he'd never trust anybody again," like with the whole thing between him and Adam Cole. People forgot about that. The whole Bro Chacho storyline, which was a great storyline too. This storyline was good. I'm not gonna lie. Both storylines was good. But my dude, you said after the whole Adam Cole debacle, you're never gonna trust anybody again. You only gonna do things for yourself.
Like,
I guess everybody forgot about that, huh?
The one thing that you gotta appreciate WWE for is that when they make an important debut, they do it when the most eyes are watching.
This is basically like
I am interested to see where they go with this. I'll give them that. I anticipate to see what's next. There's gonna be an interesting summer when it comes to that story.
This is basically what AEW needs. They need more stuff like this. The thing that WWE does, it's a pro and it's a con. WWE on a weekly basis, most of the time anyway, they get in their rotations. Like, some say it's repetitive, and it is repetitive. It is repetitive, but it gives you a reason to tune in. WWE, they're good at doing stories that's like weekly, like just in the modern era. Off the top of my head, more recently, the Sammy Uso thing, like when he was trying to meet Roman, like when the bloodline stuff was really popping off, and like he was meeting with Jay, he was meeting with Jimmy, he was meeting with Heyman. It's like, damn, can I see Roman? Then he finally saw him, and then he was kind of part of the bloodline, but like not really. And it's like Jay didn't like him, but Jimmy liked them. Roman liked them. So it's like every week you were like, oh, what's going to happen this week? Is this going to be the week where he's going to join? Is this going to be the week where they kill him? Or the stuff with Rhea Ripley and Dominic, and again, like, it's repetitive. It's a repetitive story, but like every week where it was clear, like, okay, Dom's got something going on with Liv. It's just going to be the week where Rhea figures it out. Is this going to be the week where Rhea is going to, attack or whatever? Like, that's something that WWE is very good at. And again, it can be repetitive and it can be redundant because sometimes the stories go too long. Like this Judgment Day stuff right now is I'm at a
But when
point
it's
where I don't
done
care
right,
anymore.
it's good.
Right. That's the thing that AEW, like when people say AEW doesn't tell stories, like that's not a true statement. But when they say AEW doesn't tell stories, that's what they mean. This is what AEW needs more of. Stuff like this, where every week you're tuning in to see, okay, what's MJF going to do with the Hurt Syndicate? Is this going to be the week where they just fucking kill him? Is this going to be the week where MJF like join? Like, like it gives you something to look for, a segment of
Yeah,
backstage
and I like
vignette.
how they
Right.
teased it. I like how they teased it with this dude. Bobby Lashley put his arm around MJF's shoulders while his
Right.
back is turned towards Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin, they're about to line them up with chin music. MJF don't know what's going on. It's like it was a nice tease how they did it.
Yeah. That's
Do you
what
think
AEW
Shelton?
needs more of.
Do you think Shelton's gonna be the one who reveals Cedric?
Probably. I mean, they were tag champions in WWE. So
Well, it really don't matter to tell you the truth. As long as he shows up, that's all that really matters. And no matter
Like
who
MJF,
it is.
MJF's gonna pal around Lashley because Lashley is the one that he needs to win the title. He doesn't need Shelton.
But to end it like that, this is what AEW needs more of. They need more of this. Like the in-ring is already good. Like no one doubts that. They just need the stories like that to give people a reason to tune in every week. That is how you build an audience. That's how positive word of mouth spreads around. Because like Sandman said, like the Brochacho shit with Adam Cole and MJF, like no one in a million years thought that story was going to be as good as it was, and it was. That was like really their last hot period before things started going off the wheels there.
But it fell off. So, it fell off Mount Everest the second guy Cole got hurt.
Right.
TKO, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Yo, what's up?
What's going on, sir?
Yo.
I really need to stop doing that.
I told you, Jacob really got us doing this shit.
I'm just so happy for Jacob, man. He deserves it. And you got motherfuckers like, oh, you're not black. You shouldn't talk like that. Like, give it a rest.
When Jacob said, I dog walk all their asses.
Like they acting like Jacob just started talking like that as soon as he came to WWE. Jacob been talking like that forever.
Bro, man, Samoans are just black folks that stayed on the island.
They ain't black, but they do, they've been around a lot of black people, I would say.
They're black, bro. They're black. Samoans are black folks that were on the island and they just said, you know what? I'm good. I'm gonna stay here. That's
when you from?
Shut up, stupid.
No, I'm serious. All life started in Africa, and we all ventured out to different places. And Samoans were basically people that discovered the islands. Like, you know what? I like it here. I'm gonna chill. But they were black. That's what happened.
Like you're from the Bay, like you have a very specific dialect.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's another thing. He's from San Fran.
Dude is as Bay Area as you're gonna get. That's literally their slang.
Oh my God, Nina's on TV. Shut up, guys.
What's this shorty that had beat Mercedes doing the cat ears?
No, she's Mariah May's old tag partner from Stardom.
Yo, that dude, the seat filler, when I was at Winter is Coming, that seat filler was open. He was like, yo, who's shorty over there? Yo, she bad as fuck.
Oh, nice.
I knew.
Cool.
I knew I was right when I said that Athena versus Mercedes is going to be one time only.
Yeah, I don't like how they did that shit. That was whack. And that match was very fucking good. You mean to tell me I'm not going to spin the block on that? We supposed to just forget? Like, oh, well, back to the ghetto you go, Athena.
Like I knew the second I saw how aggressive they were going, I was like, this is their only chance.
And
It's only gonna happen once.
Mercedes fucking cheated. She cheated. She held the tights. So we just gonna forget about that?
Like I thought that if they're gonna spin the block on it, that was going to be in Dallas. I thought that.
Me too.
Like,
we all thought that. We all figured that was a safe bet. But it's looking like
we got plenty of time though, bro.
It's done.
A long time till
it's already cold. The story already ran cold.
Yeah, we got plenty of time, bro. We're only in May.
How would they reignite that though?
That's for them to figure out. That's
the only way is if she loses. I don't see her losing.
You know,
like I don't see her losing the Owen.
Like that's up to TK. Like I was saying this before. Like I actually have no interest in Ospreay versus Mox. I think Hangman versus Mox makes way more sense. But I understand, you know, the whole subplot with Swerve, you know, so I can see him losing to Ospreay, and they do Ospreay and they do Mox. I'm confused. They do Swerve and Hangman versus the Bucks.
But it's Ospreay's time because
yeah,
Ospreay been in the company
problem
for like
Ospreay.
He been in a couple. Hold on. He been in the company for like 2 years, right?
Yeah,
no, not 2 years. No, just a year.
Over a year, really? Okay.
Yeah, just remember he debuted like last year.
I see you, Anubis.
Yeah. My only issue with Ospreay is that he has no connection to Mox or the Death Riders at all. There's like no connection at all. But again, that's up to TK to make that connection. Then.
Do we trust him though? That's the thing.
He's been better lately.
My dude, Anubis, what's good, dude?
I'm just listening to y'all, and I was like, that Hurt Syndicate thing, what y'all are talking about, that could be good, or it could be where, like you said, with Swerve. I don't know if y'all said this, but you know, make it look like Cedric is in there, but then Cedric, since they like to highlight the little guy anyway, has been conspiring with Swerve.
Why?
Why not have him be conspiring with Swerve? Like have him not even be bothered with the Hurt Syndicate, where he could act like he has hurt, or you know, he can explain he had hurt feelings that they didn't even bother to call him up to bring him about. That they basically just kind of threw him to the side, or they can little boy him. Either which way, you know, one of those I'm fed up with y'all kind of deals.
Wouldn't that defeat the purpose though?
Yeah, but it's AEW. They do that anyway.
Okay.
They always defeat the purpose.
Heck yeah.
So they always defeat the purpose. That's what they do.
Yeah. I'm like, AEW defeating purposes since we started in this bitch.
With our invisible referees and all that.
Yeah. I've already seen the Invisible Man fights. Those were, what was it, Invisible Man versus Invisible Dan?
Dan, I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, we got Anubis in the building.
But yeah, he's right.
Hold on. Let me Ballet said, according to Paul Mooney, Samoans, some nickels who can. Yo, man, that's definitely something Paul Mooney would say.
Yeah, I still got problems with Paul Mooney. He says all of that stuff. He always said all of that stuff, but then when he was supposed to host his comedy club out in South Central, he's like, "I'm not here to do any N-word jokes." And they're just like, "We just needed you to host it." That's how Robin Harris got put on. So for Paul Mooney to constantly do that, then say, "I'm not here to," I think he meant to say, "I'm not here to do nigga jokes for niggas." And I'm just sitting here like, well, Paul Mooney, you do that anyway.
Yeah, it's like, my dude, that's like your bread and butter. That's the jokes that we love from you the most.
Well,
the nigga jokes.
And that's what I mean by not making sense. You know, it ain't just in wrestling. We get comedians that do that. But yeah, I had read about that, and I'm like, well, thank God Robin Harris was funnier to me.
No, man, I miss Robin Harris. This dude was only like in his early 40s. Nah, not even in his 40s, like in his mid to late 30s.
Yeah. Oh wait, you want to know something? You want to do something creepy? Go watch Harlem Nights and realize that almost everybody in that movie is dead.
Yeah, other than Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy's
and Arsenio Hall.
And Arsenio Hall. Right. Jesus Christ.
That's
Even Tony Ford is gone.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Like I
That's
watched,
just life, man.
like I watched the
Life
first
sucks,
Nitro.
then you die.
Mhm.
Like I watched the first Nitro, and I realized everybody in that broadcast booth is Dennis Bischoff.
Right? Ain't that crazy? Oh,
Eric
I know. Did y'all already talk about the whole Joey Janela situation, which I think is weird?
Yeah, we touched on it a little bit on
On
Tuesday.
Monday or
Yeah,
Tuesday,
yes.
Tuesday.
Was it? Yeah,
I was
we
at
did.
work. I missed it. I'm sorry.
No, but go ahead. You can
No, I just thought the
provide
whole.
some input.
I just thought it was kind of. It's just weird. I don't really know what to say to it. I mean, on the one hand, you probably shouldn't have done that. On the other hand, Sabu is Sabu.
It's
Yeah,
getting
Now,
crazy.
but
It's
you
starting to
know,
get. Hold
Yeah,
on, let TKO.
Sabu gave no fucks, man. But it's still weird.
I mean, the dude taped his jaw in the ring when he busted it. He taped his bicep back together.
Go ahead,
but you don't give a
Black
massive drug addict drugs. That's
Yeah.
what you don't do.
But didn't who said it in the chat? It was either Ballet or Henny God said the pills that they gave him, they only like they're not that strong. They were like over the counter type pills.
Yeah, but pills
All
don't.
I know
But
is
it still could trigger him though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pills
all I
don't.
know is
Pills don't fix pain.
I got a great example of that. The best example, well, not the best, but the funniest example is on The Simpsons when Barney wasn't drinking, when they were both going to be astronauts, and then Barney passed with flying colors and beat Homer out. Yeah,
all I know about
it has begun.
all I know about GCW is that they've always been on some fuck shit. I've tried to watch them. I can't get into them at all. What's the dude's name? The guy who had the match with Jericho at the pizza spot.
Nick Gage.
Nick Gage.
Right.
Well, the
The first time I saw
drug
him,
robber.
Yeah.
right. The first time I saw him, I'm like, what is this shit? This is just New Jack on Wish. And like the fans
You
were
know
like
their
eating it
bread
up.
and butter. Yeah, you know their bread and butter is syringes, right? They use that
Right.
shit. They use that shit like even when they're not supposed to. Like, what the?
Yeah, I heard about him like 2-3 years ago, and I was watching his match. I'm like, this is just New Jack on Wish. He doesn't got any of the charisma the New Jack got. Then when I heard he robbed the bank, I'm like, wait a minute, you wear a mask in your matches, but you don't wear a mask when it counts the most. Like what?
That's what John Moxley said on the interview on Dark Side of the Ring. John Moxley's like, this guy's known for wearing a bandana over his face, and the one time he needs it, he's in there in a damn hoodie.
Then they had a show. They had a show at Hammerstein like a couple of years ago, and they just stunk up the joint. It wasn't a good show at all. And then AEW ran Hammerstein last year, like at the very end of 2024. But apparently GCW were running it like a couple of weeks after. And then some of the people there got angry. They're like, "Oh, you're taking away our thunder." It's like, I don't know, man. Like,
You never had. You can't take away what you never had.
right. Every time I see GCW, like it's just always fuck shit, and it just comes off to me as ECW cosplay. Like it's not good at all.
Wait, no, you know what?
Like it.
DCW to me, and I don't like to trash any organization, more power to you, but to me, they're like low budget CZW, which is weird because CZW wasn't that great, but they had some good wrestlers.
CZW isn't around anymore?
I don't know if they are. Most of the people went to WWE or GCW. Like most of the people that were the names.
Like Effie was the one who said that, right? Like, why are you running a show on our territory? I think is what he said.
Yeah, but he's Effie.
Also, the Hammerstein is not really anybody's territory.
Yeah, and if WWE wants to, they can just be like, "Get out."
Exactly.
If you really think of it, yeah, they're like the first ones that made Hammerstein popular, and then it was ECW after that.
Yeah, but they don't. But they don't claim it. So.
But my beef with hardcore wrestling, I'm not gonna cornet about it, but it was like my favorite hardcore wrestler is Sabu, New Jack, and I don't know if y'all know him, but his name's Masada. But that's because I've seen them actually wrestle outside of using the gimmicks. If you've ever seen Masada, he looks like a metalhead. He uses cooking skewers, put them in their head.
I know you're talking about. about. Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah, I never knew who he was, but I seen him. I seen his work, like his highlight clips and all that.
But he can actually wrestle. I've seen a dude hit a 450 as big as he is on Roderick Strong, because he used to wrestle a lot in ROH. But you know, people pay, like you said, people pay me more for the hardcore stuff, so that's what I do. Because there is an art to it.
Yeah, but if that's all you do, then
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. The good workers, the ones that can actually wrestle, when they go into hardcore, they know how to do it. Whereas the problem is, too many people watch the hardcore wrestling and only watch that, and they don't understand that a lot of these hardcore guys are good technical workers. Like, people forget Terry Funk was a wrestling genius. Dude could wrestle his ass off.
Yeah, him and his brother. Yeah.
Dory, they could actually wrestle. Masada could wrestle. He was trained by Shawn Michaels. You know, like, they know how to work. But also, they're not getting called up for the work. They're getting called up for the hardcore. So you'll do what you're gonna do, I guess. But don't come in there just thinking you can hit people with trash cans and that's wrestling.
Let's get back to the match though. Like, let's see what the ladies got going on. Nah, you good. Let's see what the ladies got going on. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when are they gonna stop putting Tony Storm in these damn clusterfuck matches? There's the third week in a row.
Well, Tony Storm just got pinned, so
yeah, I'm behind.
Tony Storm just got pinned by Nina.
Nice.
Let me see.
She's in officially now, right?
I would assume.
Well, the Eliminator. I don't like these Eliminator matches. It's confusing to me.
Eliminator matches. You got to pin the champ to get a title shot. So now,
that's just so stupid.
They're fine. It's just naming them, giving them the unnecessary names is what's confusing.
Well, now
I think it's stupid. Remember, Vince. Give me 1 second, TKO. Like, it's stupid because remember, Vince used to do that same dumb shit. Remember, he used to have the champion in a one-on-one match, and then the champion to get pinned, and then the dude becomes the number one contender from pinning the champion. And he used to do that shit a lot. It's like, why are we doing this? This is so stupid.
Yeah, man, I don't mind Ziggler for getting in Mina's DMs. I won't lie, man. I'd fold.
Go
ahead, TKO. Go ahead.
And I'm just saying Nina is getting a title shot against Tony at Double or Nothing because of this win. And Mercedes is pissed because she lost her New Japan title to one of the chicks in the match.
Yeah, what's her name again? AZM. AZM. There's an acronym for something?
I would assume. I don't know what it is.
Another zesty nigga. Let me stop. I seen the roll up. Yo, Tony Storm Super. How she just popped up was like, I had a thought.
Tony Storm. There's Mercedes. You jinxed it. Man, Mercedes, why did you dye your hair again? I was gonna say you look so good with the black hair at the New Japan show. Ugh, whatever.
She switches. Well, she switches her hairstyle, so at least she doesn't stick to just one style.
She keeps switching her style because Zelina Vega keep biting off her.
Zelina Vega's always had rainbow hair. She's a cosplayer, so it makes sense.
Yeah, in her defense, she does cosplay all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. She giving me single white female vibes. So is Sasha Banks.
Well, you remember?
She does cosplay a lot.
Sorry, you go.
That's actually like her side hustle. So a lot of people don't know that her cosplaying, she actually gets paid for it. So
yeah, remember I seen her dressed up like Yuri from Street Fighter. I think Yuri. Yeah, Yuri. I seen her dressed up.
She dressed up as Jade too from Mortal Kombat. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah.
So I can't really call gimmick infringement on that. I remember when Sting tried to do that to ICP. He was like, I wear the black and white makeup. They're like, dude, we've been doing this since 1990. The black and white face paint.
Right.
They're like, we've been had this. We're not changing it.
Right.
She's really good. Jamie Hayter's really going all the way with the Scooby Doo shit, huh? Now she's dressed like Daphne or something.
She's always dressed. I mean, she's always dressed like that with the orange hair. So yeah, all she needs to do is wear purple, and that's it.
My thing is like people complain or whatever, but I'm not gonna lie, it does set her apart from everybody else. I'm not saying it's good or bad, but it definitely sets her apart.
Oh, they're doing a Sabu tribute. That's nice.
I was saying that she could have been on some Beatrice Kiddo type shit from Kill Bill.
Oh, the Kill Bill shit? I thought that would be lit.
That's probably her next gimmick.
Wait. Are we talking her dressed like Game of Death, or are we just talking about her just being dressed as the bride?
Yeah, like go there with it. Because remember, Beatrice Kiddo, wasn't that like old school, like the storyline?
That yellow and black shit. I thought that was dope.
That's from Game of Death.
Yeah, that's from
Jamie is weird, and I mean this like in a nice way, because you can't say stuff like this on social media because people assume you're attacking. She has this thing where she's really good at just completely changing her look to the point where you don't even recognize her. I remember when she debuted, when she was Britt Baker's muscle, and they said, "Oh, it's Jamie Hayter," as if like we had seen her before. And I'm like, I've never seen this chick before, ever. Then it turned out Britt did have a match with her like year one on Dynamite. And she looked totally different. She was like blonde with like white hair. I'm like, I have no recollection of this at all. And then like when she was with Britt, she had like brunette hair with white. Now she's got like red hair. She's really good with that. Just really changing her look. Like Catfish, but not really. Also, Taz, please don't cry on camera. Don't cry, Taz. Thank you.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, it sucks.
A lot of Taz. Yeah, I give props to Taz. He misses Sabu a lot. His best rivalry was with Sabu, if you think about it.
Hey, did you see Sandman? Sandman was talking about it. It was really sad too.
No relation.
Yeah.
He was talking about because it was him and Tommy Dreamer. They were on a Busted Open Radio.
Yeah,
and talking, they said Sabu was an excellent worker and didn't hurt anybody except for every time Sabu slides in the ring, his first punch is always real. And then he always goes, "I'm sorry," and then he gets to the match.
Man,
it's still crazy. A real hardcore legend right there. Like he's one of the few that deserves that nickname.
I'm still sad about Terry Funk.
Yeah,
even though he lived his life,
too, man. Okay, you know what? That's a good question. That's a good question for me, though. I just want to ask, who is y'all like Mount Rushmore as far as the term hardcore legend goes?
Ooh,
I like that question.
That's a good one because it leaves it open.
Yeah,
I would say, damn, because I don't want to go the cliche route. You know, like Mick Foley and all that. That's too cliche.
Yeah, but that also, as cliche doesn't mean wrong. It also means cliche doesn't mean all the time. It's like tried and true. It's only cliche because it's true.
because when it comes to Mick Foley, that's like I consider, even though I may crack jokes on him all the damn time, rightfully so, but still all in all, people will consider Mick Foley like the Michael Jordan of hardcore wrestling. Am I wrong for saying that?
There's nothing wrong. That's not a wrong correlation. I would me myself, like I'm more like above him is Bruiser Brody for me. Just the gimmick, the whole everything. Him and Abdullah had legendary matches.
How he got, man, how they did him was ridiculous, man. That was so whack.
I think Abdullah the Butcher should be right up there too. That nigga was a fucking maniac.
I never really watched his matches, Abdullah the Butcher.
You know what was crazy about Abdullah? He could actually wrestle too. Like Lance Storm was talking about, I gave Abdullah the Butcher a monkey flip. And he did it perfectly. And I'm like, what the hell? Because he was only used to the forks and all the blading.
Yeah.
But yeah, like,
who would you put on there though? let TKO go first. Maybe TKO could, give us some ideas, some inspiration on our Mount Rushmore, or maybe Toph. Any one of y'all.
I would say Terry Funk. I would say Sabu. I would say Mick Foley because I know it's cliche, but it's true. Mick
Yeah,
Foley.
fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
And the fourth one, I would say, I think I would consider him an honorable mention, but how about Raven?
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about Raven. Yeah.
Him and Dreamer had some legendary hits.
Yeah, man, their feud was legendary.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, my dude. Who's gonna be on your Mount Rushmore?
Who are you talking to?
You.
Oh, I apologize.
No, you
Terry,
good.
obviously Terry Funk and Terry Brunk. That's Sabu's real name. Gotta go with the Bruiser Brody. Love me some Bruiser Brody. Gotta have New Jack on there. And my honorable mention, the Sandman. Just for the entrance when he used to be with Woman.
Man.
She would light his cigarette, hand him his beer.
Yeah.
That just looked so clean. It was so
crazy
simple.
because he could do that interest nowadays, and that should be he doing too much. But he his interest is so iconic. I give Sandman that. I really do give Sandman that because this dude, he coming through, his interest would be 20 minutes long.
Yeah. But when he had Woman with him, just that it would always pan up. She'd light a cigarette, put it in his mouth, hand him his beer, and they just go to the ring. And he had his stick in his hand, ready to go. That just
remember when he would pour beer, on chicks' tits.
Yeah.
Get off. Sandman was a savage.
And the dude who he had a sign that says "Pour beer here," so he went right over to him, cracked open one, and poured it down his throat.
Yeah.
Just for entrance. But also, I liked his hardcore matches.
Let's really be real. Stone Cold just ran with that shit. Stone Cold took this dude whole fucking swag.
What did Paul Heyman say? And I'm not even talking about what he said at that interview. He said the problem with being the creator, or the problem with starting it, is that you don't make any money, and then everybody that steals from you becomes millionaires. He's like, ECW, we were broke. Attitude Era, millionaires.
Dead ass though.
Yeah, I was like, he said he didn't lie.
This dude, Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia, man, he was better off just going to NXT, B. Now he lost that TNT championship. He ain't got nothing going on.
He doesn't have the character to be in WWE, bro. He's a serious wrestling
He's a workhorse. That's what I'm saying. Let him just be a workhorse in NXT.
Yeah, but
that wouldn't work.
He needs a character in NXT. He doesn't really have.
He had one cool entrance though when West Side Gun brought him out. That was a cool entrance, but that was about it.
You remember that shit when he was in Buffalo?
Yeah.
Even if he does that thing with his hips, it's only gonna get him so far.
I was saying he should have went all the way with it. He should have had a Spanish chick coming through. He should have been the new age Fandango. He should have went there with it.
Or remember when Lance Storm used to do the dancing?
Oh God.
You know why I thought that was funny? Because he explained it. He said the reason I would always do that dance is because for some reason for some reason I know every word to the Humpty dance. So he always had that plan in his head whenever he would dance.
Oh man. Rest in paradise is Shock G.
Oh man. He brought to the world one of the best rappers of all time. So yeah. And Digital Underground is amazing.
Hell yeah. Let's let Tove go. Tove, you got a Mount Rushmore for your favorite hardcore wrestlers?
Foley, Funk, Onita, and even though I think he's a bum, Tommy Dreamer.
Onita though, that's a real good one, man. I like that you brought out Onita.
I'll say this. Nah, I'm about to dig in my bag with this one. New Jack, throw him up there, fuck, because this motherfucker, he would bring a gun to the ring if he had to.
and pistol whip you.
Mike Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Who else? Damn. I just had Raven
Mm-hmm.
and the APA in the bar fight. There you go.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You know what though? That so far from everybody's list, I can't argue with any of them. Like there's no bad selections on there.
Right. Oh yeah, honorable mention, Hardcore Holly.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about him too. I was thinking about him, but I'm like, I don't know.
If I could give an honorable mention to someone, I give an honorable mention to Abyss. Abyss had a lot of really great.
Ooh, good one.
Good
one. Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, and as far as like
Abyss.
Another hardcore, but they don't call it hardcore. They had it for a while, but yeah, I remember Jerry Flynn in WCW, Lightning Foot Jerry Flynn. I liked his what did he call them? Boiler room brawls. Like it wasn't like like when they were biting off of WWE, where it just be a straight actual fight in a back room somewhere.
Like the matches between him and Rob Van Dam were classic.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Jerry Lynn was amazing, but I was talking about Jerry Flynn. He used to have lightning streaks on.
That's my guy. That's his dude, Speedball Mike Bailey's pops.
Really? I didn't know that.
That's not really his father. Like
that's his running gag that he likes to do.
Oh, that's okay.
Because he's like they go hand in hand. Let's really be real. That's Speedball Mike. Come on, B. That was the Speedball Mike Bailey of that time.
Okay, I can roll with that. Just like when I said about Orlando Jones.
What the hell's going on with Nigel McGuinness? I don't even know what's going on. I'm lost here.
They're doing a story on Collision where FTR is just kind of like the story was at first with Shivani. When Shivani did the promo after FTR went heel, where Shivani was like, "What would your daughter think, Dax?" Whatever. So then on a Collision, they attacked Shivani and they were going to give him a pile driver, and then Nigel got in the ring and stopped it from happening. And so then every time FTR wrestles, they go after Nigel. They tease him or whatever. Like last Collision, they got in his face and pushed him and stuff like that. They were saying stuff like, "Oh, you're not a wrestler anymore," So that whole thing.
Oh. Okay.
I wonder if Nigel can actually throw down though. Like really throw down.
He can.
I mean, he was trained old school British style, and old school British wasn't known for punks.
He's actually had a couple matches in AEW. He wrestles still pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, he went up against Bryan Danielson.
That's what I was gonna say. They had a hell of a match.
Yeah, they look
two
great.
matches.
Yeah, they look great.
Yeah. As far as Bryan Danielson goes, I would like to see him as a commentator. His commentating is very underrated. I don't want to see him in the ring though.
He can't wrestle again. He made that clear.
But he says that.
What's going on, Whisper? How you feeling? The match didn't start yet.
Mox and Joe.
Shouts go out to the new subs, man. I appreciate y'all. We on the road to 900. If you ain't sub, make sure you do.
I keep telling people to bring their butts over here. Speaking of which, let me share this out.
That's why I fucks with you. Thank you. And let them know, B. Anybody want to play some Street Fighter and all that? I want all that smoke. Hey, yo. FTR came out of nowhere. Hold that shatter machine on your punk ass. Yo, how tall is Nigel McGuinness? This dude is like what? Like fucking 6'8". So what's your thoughts with Stokely with FTR? Y'all think it's working?
I don't know. I think
it's too early to tell. So.
It's been like a month.
Yeah, but FTR
has a edition, I guess.
They're just totally like I like Stokely Hathaway though, but I miss him with Veda Scott. I wish they'd gone ahead and just give her something.
I think Stokely gives them a little bit of charisma, but still.
Yeah,
They
that's
just
what I
needed to,
mean.
you know,
It
add a
doesn't
new
match.
fresh paint to the team. They needed something new to add to it. You know?
I'm not mad at it. Me personally, like, because people were shitting on it. I'm like, I like it.
Right.
I really do. It's something different.
I used to love Prince Nana. What happened to him?
He's with Swerve.
Swerve doesn't need him. I miss the embassy, like when he had Necro Butcher and all that.
Huh? So you'd rather him be with the embassy than Prince Nana? You tripping.
No, I was talking about the embassy was ran by Prince Nana.
I think Swerve does need Nana, actually.
He definitely needs Nana. But remember, y'all was saying that bogus shit from before. Y'all was saying like, oh, Prince Nana was gonna turn on him.
I never said that.
No, not you. It was this dude JCD and Toph. They were saying that that he was gonna turn on this dude Swerve. I forgot who Swerve was going up. I think Swerve was going up against Samoa Joe, one of them motherfuckers for the heavyweight
They kept
championship.
teasing that shit though, so
I was like, that's career suicide. Ain't no motherfucking way they'll do that. That would have been stupid if they would have did that shit.
I don't know. I just when it comes to my managers, it's like some of the I miss managers. They don't really manage. Like MVP's doing a good job at it, but I mean, I miss like Slick Slickster, Bobby Heenan. You know,
hell yeah.
You know, the managers that look like they were invested in whether you won or lost.
And that's how Paul Heyman got over, because Paul Heyman, all he gotta do is say, Brock Lesnar or my tribal chief Roman Reigns. He brought that presentation that made you feel like a boss.
Yeah, he made you the man, and he set it up to where I'm like, oh, I got to see that. The way you just be like the 20-1, all that 21-1, just everything he said. But I'm talking like even though people don't really talk about him, I thought Bill Alfonso was a great manager.
Hell yeah.
That whistle was annoying, but I love that he would do anything. He threw Rob his chair, had saluted weapons, whatever was needed.
Didn't mind me. I mean, the whistle, I didn't mind the whistle. This shit didn't bother me. And I think Taz said the same thing too. Taz was like, yo, because somebody asked him that same question, and Taz was like, I ain't gonna lie, the whistle didn't even bother me. It didn't bother me neither. If anything, it made Taz more amped.
I just meant, like, for me, it just felt like it was spot calling.
Then you had Taz Dojo coming through with the flags. Man, Taz's presentation was just so beautiful. Taz's presentation with the motherfuckers coming through, like his students and all that, with the hoodies on and the flag, and Bella Alfonso with the whistle.
Yeah, I liked Alfonso.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying I liked Alfonso. Just for me to whistle, it always felt like, all right, this spot's coming. That was the only thing I had against it.
Oh man!
Like during there, like all right, here's the whistle, Van Daminator time. That was the only issue. It ain't like it was something that I'm going to sit up here and write him off for. I just think it's weird he doesn't get mentioned because he was a good manager.
As a matter of fact, didn't he turn on Taz? Because he turned on Taz and clicked up with Rob Van Dam and Sabu. As a matter of fact, yeah. And basically they was beefing. They was beefing with this dude Taz. Taz was like, and then sometimes Bummy Dreamer will come through and help Taz.
Bummy Dreamer. I've never hated the dude. Hated on this anything. But it was always so fashionable to hate on.
He devalued the DDT also.
He devalued he devalued the Death Valley Driver for me, because that was a Louis Spicolli special, and I loved Louis Spicolli. That's another wrestler that never got talked about because he didn't get as big as he should have been.
Yeah,
because they made him Rad Radford for some damn reason. Even though when Worlds Collide, he had a doper. You know what his gimmick was in Worlds Collide when he was in AAA? His name was Madonna's boyfriend.
Oh wow, I ain't hear about
That
that one.
that was his gimmick. He was called Madonna's boyfriend. And everybody was like, "Yeah, you're full of shit," but it worked for him. He was a good luchador because he was a great base. You need proper base when you're in lucha.
That's right, Ballet. It's main event time.
John
I need at least
Moxley
one note. I need at least 2
versus-
note spots from Joe.
I give say what you want about this Death Rider stuff, but I give Joe and Mox props, bro, for real. Samoa Joe's getting his career back. Once upon a time, he contemplated retirement. John
Man,
Moxley got his career cut short in WWE. Now they're main eventing for a world title.
not props
And
is
the
given,
other
but
thing, another thing about that too is that I love the fact that Samoa Joe's not like a muscle bound type dude. He's a fat dude, but he don't take no shit. I like that shit. Like, he's a muscle. He's like a regular old motherfucker that just don't take no shit. And wrestling as a whole, they need those relatable characters. That's why a person like Sami Zayn and stuff like that is so over, because people can relate to wrestlers like that.
yeah, Samoa Joe though, for me, the thing I like about his physique is that, like you said, not only does he not take nothing off nobody, but Samoa Joe actually can fight.
Right.
He can fight.
He's fat, but he'll fuck you up. I love
It was like remember on Talking Smack when Daniel Bryan was giving Baron Corbin crap about not having abs, and he's like, I don't care if I ain't got no abs. What good are my abs if I'm punching you in the face? Then what you gotta say? He's like, you can look at my abs as I'm knocking you out. How about that?
Dead ass though.
Like, I don't need no abs to knock you out. I can just punch you in the face.
There's a lot of muscle bound motherfuckers that don't know how to fight. They just use their muscles as intimidation.
But that was like hearing Baron Corbin say that, because I don't care. Nobody says Talking Smack should have never been taken off, because that was where the wrestlers cut their best work.
Oh, that's why it was cut off.
Fun fact.
That's why they cut it off. Because motherfuckers went off script with their shit.
Like when the Miz went off. That was, I don't care. That's what made me go, all right, Miz, you got it.
The only time I did agree with Vince about the Talking Smack, it was really weird when the Usos were on that Uso penitentiary shit, like they were some school shooters. But then when they were on Talking Smack, they were talking to Shane all respectfully, like, "Oh yes, sir. Okay, sir." Like that was hella weird.
Well, you have to keep Bryan Danielson. Like Daniel Bryan was what made that show so cool, because his interactions with the wrestlers is what sold it for me. Like when AJ Styles started talking about NASA, and he goes, "Wait, are you a flat earther?" Well, there's research. Like, that's what I mean by I like him doing color commentary. Have him doing that kind of role. He doesn't need to wrestle. If you watch him commentate on the Cruiserweight Classics, he's what made it so dope.
Fun fact: Samoa Joe's undefeated this year.
Nice. Back when he was remember he was undefeated in TNA at first.
Mox is about to change that tonight.
Yeah, but you know what though? I'll give Mox this. When Mox first got to AEW and he was splitting his time with there in Japan because he was the U.S. champion, he had some good matches in Japan without all the gimmicks.
Yeah, AEW really rejuvenated his career.
And I remember, this is what, like, living in Vegas, I remember when he had the title and he was running across the whole country, and he came in to FSW to start something with Killer Cross. And they're going face to face, talking mad stuff. And out of nowhere, Scarlett goes between them and just starts going crazy bitch mode. And both of them backed up like, "Oh, I don't want none of that smoke." If you ever get a chance to check it out, it's really cool. Like, there was no commentary. You just see John Moxley show up at FSW, get in the ring and start eyeballing Killer Cross like they're about to throw down. And then Scarlett jumps in the middle and just starts yelling and cussing both of them out. And they both backed up like, "Oh, shit."
You know what's funny about Mox? Like, I seen them live like a few times. Like, he actually looks more like brolic in real life. Like, if you just see him in real life, he's more brolic, like, and tall. You're like, what the fuck? Because you see him on TV, he's not. He look like average, average height, average build. But you see this motherfucker in real life, you're like, yo, what the fuck that came from? Pause.
Well, it's the same thing with Shawn Michaels. People, he's in the WWE, Land of the Giants. People forget he was 6'2" and 200 and something pounds.
Yeah, good point. Good
Yeah.
You know, Shawn Michaels was huge. You just wouldn't know because you're in the WWE. It's just like the best example I saw of that was when Jeff Hardy went back to TNA, and you just look at how oversized he is compared to the X Division.
Yeah.
Like he dwarfed everybody.
Here you go, main event time. They're about to lock the cage.
Yes. I need some nope spots from Joe.
Yeah.
I want to see some blood tonight.
Because say what you want, Nope is one of the greatest spots to come out in the last 20 years.
Well, when he just moves out of the way from motherfuckers,
That, and he just shakes his head like, nah, I ain't doing that.
I wonder how this dude back feels. Pause. I wonder how Mox's back is.
I mean, it ain't different colors no more, so I would assume better.
Shit, he probably got $1 million doctor.
I would hope he does. He really had spikes in his back.
And I don't care what nobody said. I like that spot. It made Spike look legitimate. Remember, I was saying all the damn time, why the fuck this dude Drew McIntyre, or at that time Drew McIntyre, coming through with He-Man's sword, and he's not gonna use his shit. It make no sense. So shots go out to Spike. Now niggas legitimately scared of Spike now because they know Spike does damage.
It's funny because Sabu used to use a spike.
I guarantee you that probably had to be John Moxley's call.
Of course.
Of course it is. Have you ever seen his old hardcore matches? That dude was insane.
Yes, that nigga wanted to bleed so bad. Like, this nigga gonna have hepatitis by the time he's 50. So,
well, in his defense, he's a masochist, which he said. I'm like, that's not a promo. Back when he was with Switchblade Conspiracy, that was him and Sammy Callahan. He's like, I'm just a stick guy. I don't care about winning. I want to bleed. I want to make you bleed. Because I'm just
like
that
like, name, Switchblade Conspiracy. That's a nice name.
Yeah, that was a cool name for a tag team. But yeah, him saying he's just a sick guy. I'm like, yeah, I don't doubt it.
I would have loved to see Mox and Sammy Callahan reunite this year, but oh well.
Yes, Sammy's in he's in TNA.
Sammy Callahan, man, he fell from grace for real.
He got real
hit Eddie Edwards in the face with that bat.
I remember there was a time.
What's good, Sunfish?
No, because I remember Sammy Callahan, I remember he was the hottest dude on TNA. Like, he was on fire. And then when he lost, and then the minute he wrestled Tessa, it all went downhill.
Yeah. See the pattern there?
Tessa, the career killer, in the wrong way.
How the hell you have him lose the world title to Tessa Blanchard, though? What? What the hell?
Tried to say LA Knight was difficult to work with. Fuck out of here.
Now we know. Now, if y'all ever needed proof that was the truth, that was a lie, look at the careers of Sammy Callahan and Brian Cage.
Never the same, B.
Yeah. Nah, Sunfish is the homie. That dude's great. But yeah, Brian Cage, I'm like, you lost to Tessa Blanchard? Really? No. Sammy Callahan.
Y'all seen her new shirt?
I hate Tessa. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, whatever, man. I've been telling it to people, man.
Let me pull it up on the highly expensive Counciltron real quick.
Like, I ain't trying to be a gatekeeper, but I've been telling people, like, you got to be in the trenches and know what the fuck you're talking about. That's the kind of time TNA is on. They made that decision years ago. If it wasn't the relationship with WWE, if it wasn't the relationship with AEW, it was the Tessa shit. They decided, hey, man, nobody watches our brand. Yeah, we see it. Yeah. Nobody fucks with our brand. So they decided we're just going to do shit to get talking. That was the first thing he did, the whole Tessa thing.
Fuck that. I say go back. At this point, I say go back to gatekeeping because Motherfuckers is getting too comfortable. Motherfuckers is getting too comfortable being in spaces that they shouldn't be.
He said the Bushwhack Brothers. I can dig it.
Sunfish.
It's all good. Casuals
Well,
are welcome also.
in his defense, they were called the Sheep Herders originally, which wasn't an intimidating name, but they used to kill.
Nah, when they was the sheep herders, they used to be wilding. I seen a couple of clips from them way back then.
Yeah.
Like, cause I always thought the bushwhackers were bums.
Nope.
But then my peoples was like, nah, you gotta see these motherfuckers when they was I forgot what promotion they was in. They was wilding as heels.
Midwest. I mean Mid-South Wrestling. Mid-South.
Okay, it was Mid-South.
Vince was really good at that, man. Vince was good at taking the killers and making them look like Care Bears. That was his specialty.
Okay. Back to the cage match. This dude is grating Samoa Joe's face against the gate like cheese. And they got the WCW type cage. You know how WCW used to have like a fence, so to speak, like the iron gate.
Yeah. At least it looks like a real cage. John Moxley is bleeding.
Of course. And I love that.
Yeah, come on. You know he's going to bleed.
He actually doesn't bleed that much as a heel.
No, he don't. You notice that, right? He don't.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time he's bled as a heel this year.
No. Well, maybe this. No, matter of fact, no.
He bled in the match with Mox, not Mox.
Cole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he
Cope
definitely bled
with the barbed wire.
And remember, the spot was Spike. He definitely bled with Spike.
Yeah.
I meant, yeah, but he hasn't bled a lot. But what I mean is he hasn't bled that much. At least he slowed down with that. Probably realized I don't want a blood transfusion when I hit my 50. So
I'm still on Screw Vince McMahon, laughing out loud. When I was watching wrestling, that's when Vince got sprayed the beer truck. Oh man, good times.
Attitude era.
Attitude era was hilarious.
Yeah. Not a lot of wrestling. A lot of great moments though.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, a lot of the Attitude era were mostly great segments.
Right, that's why Ripple's aggression's better.
And I still get a kick out of Too Cool.
Ow, you're looking fly to die.
That was a good thing.
You want Grandmaster Sensei had the moves.
That was the original. That was one of the original dance breaks.
Man.
Yep.
I couldn't stand them dudes, especially when they had the Radicals bumming out. I'm like, this is the
I'll never get over that shit, bro.
They just drive me nuts. I'm like, how are they beating the fuck out of Demon Malenko, Perry Saturn? What are we doing?
I'll never get over that, bro. I'm still upset about that when they put Keish in the Hall of Fame and this dude, he thanked everybody except Too Cool. I was like, what are you talking about, bro? Nobody cared about the Sultan. That fucking shitty gimmick.
Yeah. Nobody even remembered the Sultan. Jesus.
I didn't remember the dude wearing a colorful Pele leather.
Like, you owe your fucking career to Too Cool, dude. That was like the most over you ever were. What are you talking about?
And then you had to go and steal from your brother or your cousin, Yokozuna.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
Stealing from your cuz, stealing his pop locking because apparently Yokozuna was a hell of a pop locker.
Instead of him doing the bonsai drop, he did the fucking stink face.
Yeah. But you know what?
As a matter of fact, he was doing a bonsai drop too. Maybe he started doing a bonsai drop also. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Yoko couldn't have anything.
Well, I was gonna say about as far as Too Cool goes, if anything, they were just a ripoff of PG-13, who weren't good at all anyway.
I couldn't stand Too Cool. I couldn't stand Too Cool, but I do admit they was entertaining. I'll give them that. They was entertaining.
They were.
That's all it was. It was
cool.
entertaining.
Too Cool is what you call a perfectly fine opening act. They were really good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get you hyped.
Man. Yep.
But PG-13 and the Nation of Domination, that was horror show. They used to come out rapping, and I'm like, ugh. But they used to have a lot of rappers. Oscar for Men on a Mission.
Yo, Mox is soaked.
Yeah,
Crimson
I'll give
Mask.
credit where it's due. This
Yes.
match is actually pretty good.
Nice.
I mean, I think we kind of expected this. I mean,
Yeah,
Mox
Mox,
is-
he blades too deep, man. He needs to chill with that shit.
The thing that Joe's really good at, Joe's like one of the few that you don't really see it that often in wrestling. He's one of the few guys today, like when he gets into a match, whoever he's fighting, it's like they're in a fight for their life. It looks real. You know what I mean? Like we know it's fake,
Yeah.
but he makes it look real.
Yo, he's pouring. My goodness.
Remember when he used to wrestle Necro Butcher?
Oh,
Samoa,
yeah.
I mean, Samoa Joe is like a strong style type dude. So
Definitely.
you know it's gonna be a fight. You know it's gonna be a fight.
This is like the most peril Mox has ever been in. Like we're not getting the usual Death Rider shit. He's like, now okay, I got to actually put work in today.
Yeah, I got to work.
Well,
we definitely remember Road Dogg.
Well, you're not gonna like. Samoa Joe's one of the guys Mox can't really like both.
Yeah. Samoa Joe. But Samoa Joe's always been like that. Like I said, even in the ICWs and whatnot, when he would go invade there, he'd wrestle the hardcore guys. But he's like, use your weapons if you want. It's not going to stop me from killing you. He used to say stuff
What
like
a
that.
great kick out. That was like a 2.9 kick out. That was great.
Yeah.
This is definitely a slugfest right here. This is a slugfest.
Yeah, the cage definitely made this match better.
The brutality.
Yeah.
It has that classic. I'm not in here with you. You're in here with me feeling.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But my thing is, what the fuck is these dudes, the Death Riders? You got Willow and
They're outside. They're outside.
They're outside. They're at ringside. They're there.
I only seen Shorty. What's her name again?
Marina. Yeah.
Marina. Yeah.
They're wearing white. They're wearing white, so they're kind of camouflaging. See, here they come right now.
Okay, I see him now. Okay, remember, because I'm a little bit behind.
Oh God. Oh God, Wheeler Yuta stayed.
Claudio's so lucky he fell. Claudio fell right on Willow. Lucky bastard.
Yo, Wheeler Yuta stay getting sunned by Hobbs.
You know, Tati not liking that. Tati's not trying to hear that shit.
Well, who the hell is that?
He probably hates what Jim Cornette calls him. Calls him Wheeler useless.
Wait, who the hell is this? Well, who the hell is this guy?
Hobbs just ate Yuta for dinner.
I thought Samoa Joe was about to go to sleep.
Wait, who the hell
is that Gabe Kid?
Wait, who the hell was that guy?
I know they don't have a new. They got a new member. Please don't tell me they got a new member.
That looks like Gabe. Is it Gabe?
Who is that? That is Gabe Kid. That's Gabe Kid. Gabe Kid. That's Gabe Kid. He just helped Mox beat Joe.
So Gabe Kid's gonna be down with the Death Riders now? Oh God.
Actually, he fits. He fits the dynamic of Death Riders. Actually,
but that means Death Riders. They're never gonna. When the fuck is All In, yo?
Early July.
Jeez Louise. Yeah, that's definitely Gabe Kid. That's definitely Gabe Kid.
I don't mind. Gabe Kid actually he fits the dynamic of what Mox brings to the table. I think he actually makes the group better. They need this because nobody cares. No offense, Claudio. Nobody cares about Claudio. Nobody cares about Wheeler Yuta or Yuta useless. Gabe Kid though, we got something. He's intense. He can cut up promos. He's a street fighter. He actually fits like everything that the Death Riders bring to the table. Except he's a guy fans actually like.
At least, yeah.
Unreal. Wow.
I'm telling you, man. No, I'm telling you, man. I don't like the Death Rider shit either. But I'm telling you, this is a good move.
No.
The group needs this.
Yeah, how they double Irish whip Willow into the guardrail? Jesus.
It doesn't need
Damn.
the Bucks though. It does not need the Bucks though. I don't know what this elite alliance with. I don't care about that. And don't you dare bring the Good Brothers in, you fucks. Tired of those bums.
I thought they were in
My,
Japan. I
my
thought they went
thing is,
back.
how long is a Hurt Syndicate gonna? How long they gonna ignore this?
Well, it's not really
Omega.
their business, you know.
It's not that, but still, like, it's gonna be that ceiling. You know, you already see the these dudes, the Death Riders, they're the ceiling. Eventually, they're gonna want that heavyweight gold.
Well, here's Kenny Omega coming out, fight, throwing hands.
Mm.
I like how you just ducked Claudia.
I would like to see Joe in the Hurt Syndicate. I ain't gonna lie.
Here comes Okada
Oh God.
going after Omega.
What is blood and guts?
I don't know.
Blood and Guts is at Double or Nothing. No, I'm sorry. No.
Because
That's the other one.
they could be setting up for
Anarchy
blood
in
and
the Arena.
guts. They could definitely be setting up for blood and guts. That's probably why
Yeah,
Nick Cage is there.
Yeah, see, the problem is they always do Anarchy in the Arena and Blood and Guts like back to back. You don't need both of those matches. You don't need Blood and Guts and Anarchy in the Arena. You only need one of them. They need to get rid of one of them and just keep the other one. They need to get the only reason they even did Anarchy in the Arena, if you remember, was because of COVID. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
They took advantage because they were filming at I was about to say Full Sail. They were filming at Daly's place.
Hey, yo, they want to lower the cage?
Yeah.
Oh,
they
they
need to get
grimy
rid of
with
Anarchy in
this.
the Arena and just keep Blood and Guts.
Why would they put the switch on the fucking ring apron? You should have kept the fucking the controller in the cage with you guys. Why would you leave it outside?
It is in the cage with them. It is in the cage with them, actually.
It is?
It is. Here comes Swerve.
What the Swerve? Yeah, I guess he's going buck hunting, but this is the wrong time to hunt.
Well, at least he's keeping his word.
Well, you're completely outnumbered. Completely outnumbered.
I don't mind this, man. This is the kind of ending you would get like on Nitro, like back in '97 or something, you know.
But they definitely setting up for Blood and Guts, though.
Yeah.
Blood and Guts is coming up, though. I mean, last one was in July, right? Of last year.
See, I've talked about.
And Swerve is about to go crazy. Oh, Dulce. Swerve
Get rid of Anarchy in the Arena. Get rid of Anarchy in the Arena and make Blood and Guts a pay-per-view, an actual pay-per-view. No more TV specials. That's what they need to do.
No shit, we be having fun with these TV specials, B.
Yo, this is not. Can we admit that Swerve is a fucking franchise on AEW?
Yes, he's the most dangerous man there, and I like they keeping that shit up. Like, pause. They like, yo, he's the most dangerous man in AEW, and keep it that way. How he caught this dude with the Swerve Stomp? Yo, he caught
everybody
Gay Kid lovely with that Swerve Stomp.
I'm just glad that Swerve ain't getting jumped out because I've always been a fan of him. Swerve, Killshot, either one. Hey, he was great as Killshot. I'll always stand on that. I'll die on that hill.
Nah, chill. This is one of the best endings. This is one of the best endings. I love how they did that.
Yeah.
That's right. All y'all run from that black man. All of y'all run from the black man.
In a cage.
Because he won't stop. He'll just keep on keeping on and keep on coming for you.
Now that's good business because it's legitimate. It definitely makes sense for motherfuckers to run from Swerve because they all know Swerve is crazy.
Oh shit! It's Anarchy in the Arena.
Yeah,
I
like
knew
I
it.
said,
It was
yeah.
one or the other. Yeah, one or the other. I knew it.
Do y'all know his old theme music?
Nah, F that. You seen his new video? That nigga was spitting bars on his new video.
Yeah, it was
No,
cool. It was cool. Yeah, I liked it.
no, I just liked his old theme song. It was "Ain't Nobody" by Shaka Khan. I'm a huge Breaking fan. That was his theme music, though. He'd come out, dancing to that, and then he'll do some crazy shit.
Speaking of themes, I like AEW's
New theme.
Dynamite's new theme. I like it.
Yeah, that's good.
It's definitely good. Like the shit with the whole I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. Was it the Pointer Sisters? What?
Yeah, that's
Like
Yeah.
Pointer
yo,
Sisters.
that I don't know what type of cocaine that dude was on at that time.
It
But
was
this
the '80s. Cocaine was pretty much in everything.
No, I'm talking about this dude choosing that song for Dynamite.
It's a great song, but yeah, it's not a wrestling song. No,
Right.
not a wrestling song.
Well, it could have been Jermaine Jackson's Dynamite. Would you have preferred that?
Oh God.
No, I like the theme song that they got right now.
Mm.
The Dynamite theme song is good.
Yeah,
right
Yeah,
now.
the product is getting better. The product is getting better. There's more stories. Their attendance is going up. I don't really talk about attendance really. I know
And you
their
ain't
attendance
never
is up
seen a
today.
black man look that dominant in WWE. That one instance right there,
Right.
let's really be
I
real.
knew you were gonna say that.
It's facts. You
Eddie,
ain't
you think?
It is.
Eddie,
Nah,
y'all
it
think
is.
you think MVP is talking to TK, helping him with booking?
Oh, of course he is.
Of course he
Of course
is.
he is.
Hell yeah.
The minute
Because
MVP showed up, more black people were getting TV time.
well, did you ever
100%.
see? I only asked that because I remember watching. It was some doc. It was when he was at MLW, and it showed him and Ricochet were supposed to have a match, and he wasn't telling them what they were going to do, but he was explaining how matches work. He said, "All right, this match here, that's the match," because he had the high flyers, and then he's like,
Right.
then you got the O match, which is like the main event. He said, "Our spot, we're the O match," as in because it was a hardcore match they were having. So he was explaining like. You don't have to fly as much and all. Like he knew how to call a match. Like he knew how to explain how a match is supposed to work
I don't
and
know if you
explain the
heard
storyline.
us. I don't know if you heard us last night, Anubis. We was talking about this last night. Triple H is on that participation trophy bullshit, where he puts titles on black talents to make it seem as if see, because
Oh yeah, no,
he
I heard
checks
that,
social media.
and
Yeah, he
I've always
checks
said
social media, and he
Yeah,
knows
basically
people
throw
talking
people a
about.
bone so they can shut up. They, I mean, like, oh,
Right, right.
here goes a few little shillings.
well,
Right,
my
so
only
he's just
thing is,
so he gives black talent shit, but he's still not using them. Like the New Day are champions, but they're not doing anything. The Street Profits are champions, but they're not doing anything. Like, I'll give you the
they're also
titles, but
all kind of.
I'm not going to give you the Mania slot. I'll
Oh,
have
I wasn't.
Carmelo win the Andre Giant Battle Royale, but we're still not going to give you a story. Like that's what he's doing.
Well, my only problem has always been the same thing when it came to WWE. Every black wrestler always kind of. It's always the same thing: getting money, preaching, dancing. Like it ain't really them. Like Montez is a freaking Marine.
Don't
You
tell
know,
them that.
Okay,
at least with Swerve seems like he's just being himself.
Yeah.
he's definitely being himself.
Hurt Syndicate seems like they're being themselves. That's what I like. I like that they're not archetyping them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
In
That's
WWE,
true.
they always had them doing something good. Like even with Booker T, they had him overdo the sucker and they named it the Spinneroonie. I'm like, that's not called the Spinneroonie. Stop calling it that.
I'll say this. The other special that they had, what was it? Was it Maximum Carnage? No, it was the one after that. What was the special? What's the special watch party that we had when it comes to AEW? The one before this one was better than this one. This one was cool, but the one before was better.
Oh, I
I'm
know what
mad
you're
I for-
talking about. I forgot the name though.
Yeah. I'm mad I forgot. God damn it.
Was it Grand Slam?
Was it Grand Slam?
I don't
I
think
think
so.
it was.
They were in
What?
Australia then. That was the one in Australia.
This year's the one after Grand Slam, right? Because remember it was
Yeah, it was after Grand Slam.
what was it the basketball themed shit?
I
Yeah, they don't do specials enough for me to remember their names. They got to
No,
do
Matt,
them.
they do it too much. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes they'd be like,
because I
"Oh,
know what you're
holiday
talking.
hoops special dynamite."
No, but I know what you're talking about because I remember one of the matches was Takeshita and Ospreay, and we were talking
Yeah,
about
we was
talking
watching
about
that
how
shit. They killed it.
Oh, that wasn't a special. That was the one they did. That was their the episode where they surpassed Nitro with the number of episodes they had.
Yeah, but there was a
yeah.
name for it though. It was named.
They didn't have a name. It was just a regular episode.
My dude, I'm telling you, B. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna look for it right now. Y'all keep on talking. I'm gonna look for it right now.
I'm still mad at AEW not having any interest in Tetsuya Naito.
He's washed, bro. What can Naito do at this point? He can't even see.
That's a shame. He was one of my favorites. Like I liked him more than Okada.
Oh,
Like,
I love him too. I think he's gonna get his surgery because he can only get it done in his eyes 3 times, and after that, I think he's just gonna freelance like Suzuki.
But you know, the reason I liked him was it was a simple thing. I even mentioned it. What I liked about him was if he didn't give a damn about you, t-shirt, trunks, hat, whatever.
Yep.
But if you were someone he respected, he came in fully suit, dressed it to the nines, dope ass mask on. That's how you knew if the fight. That's how you knew if you had a good match or not.
Yeah.
Just little things like that. Like I missed that kind of presentation in my wrestlers. It was just, it's just little crap. Like Chris Candido, no gimmicks needed. I'm like, dude, that is your gimmick.
I really gotta start doing playlists. I'll do more playlists.
I need to organize mine. Mine is horrible.
Yeah, I definitely gotta start organizing my shit a little better.
But yeah, man, the product has definitely gotten better. Other things I don't really talk about. I know their attendance is up. Like I know the show that they just did, the one that just finished. I know they had about 5,000 people, which is good for them, because they've been doing smaller venues lately.
Yeah,
Today's show was in a bigger venue. That's good. The product is better. The stories are better. Yeah, they're doing better. They just got to keep doing it. Word of mouth. You can't just have a good product for a couple of months. It's got to be consistent.
It has to be
because
consistent.
word of mouth spreads, and then when word of mouth spreads after about half a year to a year and a half, that's when you really start to see the growth. Just keep it up.
And you notice TK hasn't been on social media like that. Remember, he used to always be talking shit.
Right.
Like
He's learned. Yep.
He's starting to learn. Like, yo, chill the fuck out and just deal with what you got going on.
Just fucking stay in your lane. Focus on your product.
Yes.
Yeah, just stay in his lane. Focus on your product. Don't worry about WWE. Let them fucking implode. Just do your own thing, man.
I'll be right back. Give me a second.
I don't really know if they'll implode, but all I'm saying is just focus on yourself. That's it. Focus on what you got. Because I'll be watching MLW on a regular basis. Well, not as much as I used to, but I've always liked MLW's product. I need to pay more attention to more to Lucha, though, because I haven't been able to keep up.
I think Riddle's the MLW champion now, right?
I think so. Riddle's there right now. I like that Dario Cueto's there. He runs the Lucha area. Not runs it, but he's their face. Like he's still one of my favorite characters. Don't try to compete with the big guys. Just do you, and you will be a big guy.
Right. If you notice, man.
I'll be right back, y'all. Give me a second.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, like I said, if you notice, the product has been getting better, and it's been ever since that special that we were talking about.
They're going to be doing a show in Mexico as well. That's very big for them.
Yeah,
that's why
they had a relationship, didn't they?
Yeah, and that's why I mentioned a couple of weeks ago. That's one of the main reasons why WWE did the relationship with AAA, because they're trying to stifle AEW's growth. Like it's not a coincidence. Like as soon as they announced that they're going to Mexico, all of a sudden WWE buys AAA. Like, no, that's what they do.
That's what happened before. Remember, that's what happened in England.
But
in the
crazy
UK,
thing is they don't even know what they bought with Triple A. So.
right?
Yeah, right.
But Conan is still there, like Conan's still around there. So I think that as long as they maintain with Conan, because Conan does know this, he's basically the guy that made AAA. People forget that
Hmm.
because the
Yeah.
biggest company in Mexico has always been CMLL. Like they're the oldest. I think they're older than WWE is.
It'll never happen just due to the complications of what they would have to do. But just to further prove my point, like if I was TK, like if they could somehow make it work, I would love for them to film one Dynamite and one Collision in Japan. I would love for them to go to Japan and do a show over there, just so all of a sudden WWE can announce, "Oh, we're going to do a PLE in Japan," just to prove my
Hey,
point.
well, that point got that. What I was trying to say was that point got proven years ago. Because remember in England, Progress Wrestling was blowing up. Progress Wrestling out of the UK, like that's like Matt Riddle was there, Keith Lee was there, like everybody was going there, to get it to get it in. And then NXT UK happened, and WWE's already doing this relationship, taking all of the British wrestlers away. Well, all of the Euro wrestlers.
Mhm.
That's what happened. Because I remember watching. I made it a point to watch Progress all the time. They had your hardcore match. It started off in bars, and they didn't have a belt originally. They had a title staff where you had this giant staff you'd walk around with, and there was a whole good storyline with that. That was before Jimmy Havoc went and became Jimmy Havoc. But yeah, Progress was blowing up, and that's when they started, getting all of the Euro wrestlers because they do that. It's hard to get with Japan though because allegedly, the Yakuza ties and all that.
Yeah, Japan's not going to bend over and get fucked.
And they're
like
also
WWE.
and they're very traditional. Like the heels stay with the heels. They got their own bus. The faces are on their own. You know what I mean? They keep it very separated. Of course, they all talk on text and all that, but they still keep that illusion. They still believe in the kayfabe. But I still like what MVP said about how easy it is to get a storyline going there. All you got to do, like, to diss somebody and say you ain't got no honor.
Yeah.
You're looking at 3 months. You're looking at least 3 months of storyline. Just like, you got no honor. Oh, he says he has no honor.
That's the equivalent of calling Marty McFly a chicken.
Yeah. Everybody's tough. Go tell Suzuki, you got no honor. I don't know if I'd do it. As old as he is, he'll probably still twist you up. But yeah, they're insane out there.
Yeah, that was a good show though. That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was good because they were breaking my heart for a while.
Glad Sky Blue's back too. Nice to see she recovered. That's good.
Now y'all making me miss Progress Wrestling though. There was a lot of good talent up in there that they didn't pick up.
I still miss Lucha Underground.
Oh man, don't get me started.
Oh man.
I love that. I just wish that they could have gotten like paid instead of just on the network. Like being able to take that show on the road.
Oh, the You Black Star?
Yeah,
welcome back.
Yeah,
Welcome back.
What did I miss?
It was a good show. It was a good show. It just ended.
Nick Gage pulled up. I guess he's down with the Death
Oh, for
Riders
the love
now.
of God.
Of course he's down with the Death Riders. It's because of Mox that he was even in there.
He shouldn't be in televised. What the fuck? Just what the fuck?
No, not Nick Gage. No.
It's Gabe Kidd.
Gabe Kidd.
Oh,
not
my
Nick
bad,
Gage.
my bad. Gabe Kidd, my bad.
Okay.
The last time he was on television, I remember when Jim Cornette was talking about it. He's like, so they let the bank addicted drug robber on there, but they won't let the Jay Briscoe?
Yeah.
My dude, Easy E. What's good, Easy E? Easy.
Easy. Yeah,
Nah,
Soft
like,
and Easy. Those are the dudes.
but I was like on my way home, right? Because I went to the grocery store to get something to drink, and like I saw like people posting about the show saying that it was a good show, but I didn't want it to be ruined because I wanted to hear it from you guys.
Ah,
Oh, appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
And then the motherfucking like it shouldn't make me mad, but it's the pure not stupidity. That's not the right word. Obliviousness. There you go.
I don't even think that's a word, but I hear you.
Is that a word? That it is.
Oblivious, yeah, but obliviousness, I don't know.
Okay.
It can be, but go ahead. We understand.
Like the pure like stupidity of some of these YouTubers, more especially Sean View. And he said CM Punk and Roman Reigns showed up. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Oh my god. I'm not surprised.
And then I started thinking, I was like, don't shoot the message, shoot the messenger. Or don't shoot the messenger. Yeah. Don't shoot the message.
We got it.
And like I was like, that can't be true. So like I looked at Tati's stream. I was like, okay. Gabe Kidd showed up. And then like I heard Sam was like, Nick Gage showed up. I was like, no.
Yeah, I bumped my head with that one.
Like, but I want to hear it from you guys because, again, I trust you guys. You guys are my friends. So I want to hear it from my friends more than I want to hear it from other people.
Oh yeah, B. That's why we may joke around here and there, but I'll make sure like if it's we gotta make sure we spread valid information at the end of the day. Because you want people to come through and be like, yeah, I want to see what the round table got, what they got to say about this particular situation.
One thing I will give them, I'll give this because we was talking about this the other day, about the Jey Uso situation, how he didn't have a match at Backlash, and he's not going to have a match at Money in the Bank. And I mentioned on the previous show that I saw a statistic. So when he faces he'll face Logan Paul at Saturday Night Main Event, and then obviously he'll win that, and then he'll face Gunther, the Raw after Money in the Bank. And I saw a statistic that was like, when the match happens, it'll be the first defense of the world title on television, Monday Night Raw television, in 7 months. And I was like, that can't be right. And I had to fact check that to make sure that was right. And I'm like, wow, like they haven't defended the world title like in 7 months. I'm like, and I was like, no wonder this belt is so fucking cold. So I
Ballet said, "What's up, Black Star?"
Oh, what up, Ballet? That was Seth, not Gunther.
Right. So exactly. So I mentioned that because one of the things I will give AEW is the world title does get defended on TV a little bit more. Every now and like the last time they had the title defense was Mox against Cope on Dynamite, with Spike, like Sandman said earlier on the show. So like they have the world title defenses on Dynamite every once in a blue moon, like every 3 months or so. That's fine. Like if you want to keep it mostly on pay-per-view, that's fine. Like there's nothing wrong with doing a world title match on TV. Like when was the last time, like when Cody was champion? When was the last time Cody defended the title on TV?
Never.
I don't think he ever did.
No, he never did.
On TV once.
He actually did.
When? Against
maybe against right? Solo.
It was against Solo inside that steel.
I knew it.
If Jacob doesn't get a title shot this year, I swear if Jacob doesn't get a title shot.
Oh my god.
Like this dude, Cody, he capped us down, B. He said he was going to be a fighting champion, and he wasn't. He really wasn't.
There. He didn't lie. He's fighting for reasons to not bother to have to.
Seth Rollins is more of a fighting champion than Cody Rhodes. Let's really be real.
Like I was sitting there watching Kenny Omega saying what he said, saying that pretty soon we're gonna get Logan Paul versus Mr. B. So like, fuck you. But he's right.
That's right, Ballet. Cody was too nice. He's pussy. Like you could be a good guy and still not put up with people bullshit. Look at Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe's a good guy. We
That's
all
the
know
part.
Samoa Joe's a good guy, but he don't take
Samoa
no
Joe's
shit.
that nice.
That's the part. That's the part of about AEW that Cody will miss because he never had the mean streak. That's where the elite came in. Everybody else had it. Kenny, the Bucks, Hangman, Marty when he was still around. Cody by himself? No. No. He's just a fresh white meat baby face. And he's good at that.
Remember,
But
Arn
every now and
Anderson
then,
even said that.
right.
He said, "Yo, you the type
You pull up the
when somebody
Glock.
come and rob you, you just be like, oh, just don't hurt me, just take my shit."
And he's smart. He's smart because he's learned. Because after he lost to Cena, he's been off TV. He knows. He's like, let me just be off TV for a couple of months because the fans were
Like
starting to boo.
if he comes back and kills motherfuckers, well, not kill motherfuckers, but you know what
No,
I
I
mean.
know what
Just
you
like
mean. No,
come in there.
I agree. I agree, Black Star. Like when he comes back, enough of that gullibility. Enough of it. It's time for you to get pissed off and stay pissed. I'm not
You know
saying
what, though?
don't smile no more. I'm not saying don't smile no more. But when it comes to motherfuckers playing in your face, come on, B. It's time
He
to
might
nip
have-
that shit in the butt.
He might have Ricky Steamboat problem because Ricky Steamboat.
Nah. His stupid babyface is entering Sting levels of stupid babyface.
But what I mean is like Ricky Steamboat. Remember, like he said he's like, I kept trying to go to the office to turn heel, and they're like, dude, you can literally come out and axe murder your opponent, and nobody's gonna believe it. You can come out and just chop the dude up, and they'll still be like, Ricky, the dragon.
Who remembers
Dick
this?
blood.
Who remembers this? Remember when Nitro first started and like every single week? Good at damn well bullshit.
You glitching, my dude. It don't matter though, because I was
Can you
about
hear
to
me better
shut shit down anyway. Don't worry about it. I was about to shut shit down anyway because we went way over time. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm talking about, B. Engaging in conversation and all that. I appreciate y'all for doing that. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Remember, definitely gonna be live for Friday. The Capcom Collection Classics Part 2 is coming out on Friday, so I'm gonna be doing some streaming on that. Can't wait for that. I'm stoked. And yeah, check out the episode we did yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Tuesday's episode. Got the Monday Night Munchies up over there. I'm gonna post a bogus behavior video. That's gonna be a new thing I'm doing too, be bogus behavior clips. So be on the lookout for that. And then I'm also gonna like have the food porn playlist when it comes to the Monday Night Munchies. So be on the lookout for that also.
That sounded all types of pause.
Food porn? You can't pause food porn.
The way that you said it.
Oh man.
Yeah, my dude. Damn, what's up with y'all motherfuckers' internet? Jesus. Don't be mad at us. Anyways, yo, TKO. I see you posted about the album and all that, B. Talking shit. What's going on?
Yeah, my new album is called Afro and B. It drops July 14th on all streaming platforms. I'm gonna be doing a live stream on my Instagram to support it. Y'all get to hear the songs on the album the day before.
You're not gonna do like a cross stream like you stream here and on Instagram? Because you know what I'm saying? You gotta have everybody pull up to hear what you got going on.
Yeah, I might do it. I'm still figuring out everything. But yeah, I might do that. We'll see. But in the meantime, that's what I got going on. And just to get y'all stoked, so I'm gonna drop a new music video on June 2nd. First week of June 2nd, I'm dropping a new music video.
There you go, buddy. All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean.
Yarameen. Yes, sir.
It's all good, Anubis. Appreciate you for pulling up. I appreciate everybody for pulling up and talking about Beach Break. It was a cool show. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Ricochet had a match with this dude, Zach Gowen. He was struggling
Does
there,
that
but
guy would die?
nah.
No,
But
he
he
had a
lost.
respectable performance.
Yeah, he still lost though. It was a decent match.
Okay.
Uh, these dudes had the tag team match. Takeshita and Josh Alexander against Osprey and Hangman. They had a really cool finish.
Okay.
These dudes caught him with a. Who was it? It was Josh Alexander. They caught him with a
It was the
hidden
hidden
blade,
buckshot.
buckshot lariat combination.
What?
It was
Yeah.
insane.
The
That
hidden
ending was
blade buckshot combo. Yeah.
I like the spot where he went for Osprey went for the hidden blade, and then Takeshita got out of the way, and he was about to hit Hangman, then he stopped, and
yeah,
Hangman had that nigga you wish you would look on his face.
yeah. Good storytelling. It was really good
Yeah.
storytelling in that match. I give it to TK. I do. That was good storytelling in that match. Of course, we had MJF being invited to the barbecue,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
you know,
So he's in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no Cedric Alexander, not yet,
And,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
and the ladies they had their match. Tony Storm had got pinned by Mia Shirakawa.
Yeah, Mina. Mhm.
Oh, so it's gonna be whoever wins the women's match against Mira Shirakawa. Okay.
No, it's gonna be Mina Shirakawa versus Tony Storm at Double or
Mhm.
Nothing.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, see how confusing that shit is. Thank you. See,
Yeah.
I thought this proved it right. It's just confused. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, and then you had the cage match with Mox and this dude Samoa Joe, repping for the fat people out there.
And also don't forget their continued story with Nigel.
Yeah,
Dark
yeah.
Knight Nigel. So
That's a collision storylines, but nobody cares, you know.
I mean, they're giving it.
I'm playing with you. I'm playing with you.
Oh yeah, and Sammy showed up again. So it was cool seeing Sammy.
Oh yeah,
again.
yeah.
Again? So he showed up twice?
Yeah.
They had like a couple of segments. They had like two
I figured.
segments.
I figured. Yeah, I figured he was going to come back because all is in Texas. He's a Texas guy, so he wants to be on the card. So
He's turning heel. It's about time he turns heel again.
Don't even matter at this point. Sammy's just been Dustin Rhodes. I think Dustin Rhodes has been keeping Sammy's head on straight.
yeah, and he's a father
But Sammy-
now. So
But
I
anyway,
like
hold
the
on.
Sammy
whole
entry?
aspect of-
I didn't mean to cut you off, but we gotta get up out of here. It's about that.
Oh, my
time.
bad. My bad.
Y'all good. Y'all good. I appreciate the conversation. We always been having good conversations, B. We're gonna continue that shit on Friday when it comes to this whole week in wrestling, SmackDown, all that fly ish.
Bum out.
Bum out of the
Yeah,
week,
good.
yeah, buddy. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
All right. You know what I'm saying? Shouts go out to the guys. Shouts go out to Anubis. Shouts go out to Ballet, of course. Ballet with the blick. King Leo. Shouts go out to the ladies over there. When it comes to Tati Taker and GM. You know what I'm saying? My dude Dynasty, my dude Josh, my dude. There's so much of y'all. That's what I love. There's just so much of y'all that I can name. And y'all know who y'all are. You know what I mean? I ain't forget about you. It's just so much names to go through. The love that y'all bring, and then the love that we spread amongst this fucking community. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to the love of wrestling, when it comes to the love of food, when it comes to the love of gaming. Let's keep building this community, B. I'll see y'all on Friday.
ocean, burn from fire. I'm elusive when I tell that nigga turn it up. Nobody in here have an empty cup. Better run and escape and go pray.